cancel culture is about canceling.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
Systematic bullying that's happening.
And they believe that
Cocaína.
But it's the wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell cause my records they sell. Cause a brother like me said, well,
it's one like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that puts against the bed, this that I got realness, I just push, cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got gunk, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA.
They seem animalistic is what I mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stop Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stop Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the final expression of cancel culture in terrorist groups like
We'll see who cancels who. They want you to comply.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
How's it going, everybody?
Good to see you.
Good to see you both as well. I'm so sorry. I'm changing the titles on Twitch because as soon as I tried to go live, it let me know that our title is too naughty. So we should be live on Twitch now. Hello to everybody on Twitch as well.
What did you put in the naughty title?
I put bussies, nussies, and no, I'm just kidding. No, it was just F Billionaires, but it was bleeped out, and they said no, so I had to change that. Let me just make sure it's live. I'll double check. We should be good.
Bussies and nussies.
Do you guys hear me?
There we go. Yes, we can hear you.
Am I delayed? Because all of a sudden my
I was able to change my title. I have successfully changed my title to Bussies and Nussies on Twitch.
Okay. Yeah. Which one do you prefer? Just you don't have to answer that.
Well, I mean, it depends on the time of day, really.
I go Nussy all day, every day. It's always the Nussies for me.
Yeah.
I've always been a Nussy man. Yeah.
Fair enough. He's a Nussy man.
So I'm very fortunate to have the president that we do because his Nussy game is oof. This is so unhinged. I'm so sorry for derailing it.
Welcome to the Leftist Mafia.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. We're a serious news show that talks about serious issues.
Pussies and nussies. You're
yes.
Right.
I mean, but this is technically like for all of us, like our more, panel talk show type fun variety type thing. Like this is not
true.
We cover serious topics, but this is not a serious show.
That's true. We workshop our stand-up comedy specials here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. At least that's what I do. That's what I use the show for. Haven't got one ready yet, but
I mean this is like I remember back when I was a kid, this time on a Thursday meant the primetime NBC comedy lineup with Seinfeld and Friends. I didn't watch Friends though. I forgot what else. Family Matters? No, that's ABC. That wasn't NBC. What else was on that? Frasier. I didn't watch Frasier either. Really, just Seinfeld.
Yeah, I'm good. Can I be Family Matters in that lineup?
Well,
it's my favorite.
Family Matters. Now I remember Family Matters was TGIF Friday. The next night was the ABC lineup with Family Matters, Full House, Dinosaur. Remember that one?
I remember.
Oh, Dinosaur was great.
Yeah. That was great. So we do have a wonderful show for you all today. So we have not one, but two guests. So we have Jim DiBartolo coming back to promote his novel. It's a graphic novel. It's called Fuck Billionaires, hence the title. And he has some really cool updates. No, I'll wait. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to steal his thunder and reveal the cool part. At least that's cool to me.
Ooh.
And then Matt invited a guest on to talk about Palestine.
No, not Palestine. Balochistan.
Oh, okay. So the Free Palestine title isn't necessarily going to be applicable.
Oh,
So
that's why that was there? Okay, so
that's
it's
why that was there.
Pakistan and Balochistan.
Oh, am I
either
crazy,
way.
or did you say he was going to talk about Palestine in our DMs? Oh, you said
No.
Pakistan.
Yeah, you definitely
Oh. Oh, shoot. Well, now that title that I put up is going to be already irrelevant. Let me change it really quick.
Well,
Although
it's
Free
always-
Palestine, of course.
I don't think it's irrelevant. That's always the case. And
It just rolled off the tongue. Fuck Billionaires, Free Palestine. So it was a nice temporary title.
Yeah, I don't think it's wrong.
It'll be Fuck Billionaires.
Well, it's not.
Pakistan.
It's not like you were like fuck billionaires and why the Knesset is right. That would have been a bad title.
Just for some background information, when I come up with a title, at least for my channel, I don't name anybody else's, but I have like about 1 minute and 50 seconds to get everything ready for the stream because I'm rushing to finish my video for tomorrow or one that's going up today. Usually it's almost always like the next day. And so, yeah, it's a little bit rushed. So if you get the sense that I don't put as much effort into this show as like my other videos, it's because I just don't. So
I've also
sorry.
never got that feeling. I think
we all rushed to get here.
Today is called Fuck Billionaires and We Heart Mossad.
Yes.
I'm on the wrong show. I judge poorly.
No, obviously, that's never the case. Being very, 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 very for Palestine.
Yes, of course. We're ride or die for Palestine. On that note, this Monday, I'm going to be on Anthony Sargon's stream. He's doing a very long stream. He's a Lebanese streamer that we had on. He's going to be raising money for displaced people in Lebanon. There's been 800,000 so far. Like at the beginning of the week, it was around 400. Now it's 800,000. So he's going to be doing a fundraiser for that. I'll be on at around 6 p.m. PST. That's going to be like 3 a.m. In Beirut. And I know Lance is going to be on too, right?
I'm on Sunday.
Nice. So yeah, look out for that.
Very nice.
That's going to be a lot of fun and really good cause.
Sounds like it. Yeah, definitely tune in, folks.
Yes.
I won't. I won't be on, but no one invited. No, I'm joking. It's all good. Everyone tune in to watch Mike and Louds.
Well, in terms of like the week, not much has changed. We're still at war with Iran, obviously. Reports are that we're getting our cheeks clapped, depending on the report. Trump still doesn't know what he's doing, won't necessarily give a reason why we're at war.
I mean, I don't,
nothing's really changed.
I don't think that's a great way to describe it, because for some people that's a positive thing, right? Getting your cheeks clapped.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
And the cheek.
Yeah.
As the only non-American on the panel, I wanted to do some stuff for the two of you. So I did some homework and I looked up how much money y'all have spent so far on the war and what you could do with it. It's $11.3 billion. That can buy approximately 45,000 homes, which would house about 100,000 to 150,000 Americans. So you could have housed 150,000 Americans. You could have paid for every school.
Nah, we don't want to do it. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, I much prefer my money go towards killing people as opposed to housing them. So what's the next thing on the possibility list?
Hear me out. There's other things. You could pay for every school lunch program in the entire country for a year, aka feed every single hungry child in the country at every
feeding the hungry. Those kids need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Lance, next.
Okay, all right.
Get a job, kids.
How about this one? All American medical debt in total is $220 billion. That seems like a lot, but it's actually consolidated in debt reclamations. So the forgiving of that debt is a 100-to-1 buyback ratio if you want to forgive the debt of the entirety of America. So you could also pursue that As in, there are charities that do a 100-to-1 buyback of American medical debt, which for $11.2 billion, you might be able to get a pretty close chunk of the $220 billion that is currently. You could forgive medical debt, is what I'm saying, in theory, instead of.
I think that there's some benefits to that. Don't get me wrong, but my mom has medical debt, and if she didn't, then what would we talk about? You know what I mean? Like, it gives her purpose to fight the medical debt that she has. So I think it's an aspirational thing to get out of debt. And if you take that away from Americans, then what do they have to live for? So I don't know if I could do that as well. Now, when it comes to student loan debt, I have that and it would benefit me. So I would love to cancel that. But medical debt, I'm not there. So
you could cancel 305,000 American student debt. 305,000 American student debt permanently could have been forgiven instead of the war with Iran.
Well, if I'm among the 300,000, I support it. If I'm not, I don't support it. I'm an American. That's how we think, babe.
30,000 Nussie surgeries. 30,000 premium Nussies.
Now we have a winner. You'll stop
the war? You'll do it?
Yes.
Yes, I got it. I made it relevant.
Yes. There we go. Yeah, it's just really sad. I've been checking the Iran war counter every other day, and it's crazy how it's more than $1 billion per day. One thing that bothers me is that, and maybe I haven't been looking for it, but you just don't see the concern trolling about how we're going to pay for it when, every time there's a leftist, anytime there's some sort of campaign talking about Medicare for all, what's the number one question we always hear pundits ask? How are you going to pay for it? But when it's war, it's just like baked in, right? Everybody in DC, all the pundits, they're all modern monetary theorists. They just think that deficit doesn't matter. They're spending like motherfuckers. It's actually really demoralizing and depressing because, we don't have to live like this. We don't have to like have people rationing their insulin. And there's actually an article that I saw today about Americans, 1 in 3, I think was the number, skipping meals to pay for their more expensive healthcare premiums. We don't have to live like that, but we have politicians that choose that for us.
Wow. So, I mean, how's that being pitched? That it's just like free Ozempic? Like everyone who skips a meal just loses a little bit of weight. What's to not like?
So the strategy seems to be they're just ignoring it. They're just like not really not talking about the pain and suffering of people. The one thing that I do see more focus on is oil and gas, which makes sense because that doesn't just hurt people who have to commute to work. It also hurts the CEOs, which of course we care the most about in this country. So it's kind of fucked up, but I feel like I'm so numb to the fucked up things in America that it doesn't even like register on my radar. Like for something to like, I don't know, for something to hit me hard, it has to be super extra fucked up because we've just like been dealing with this for so long. And we've just, at least for me, I speak for myself, of course, but I feel like others agree. We've just been expecting nothing but like fuckery and stupidity that it's not even, it's like, yeah, it's another Thursday. That's it. I can't even sweat it. It's just sad.
I mean, yeah,
war.
What was that?
I said, "How's the sentiment? Do you feel you're winning the war? You guys are in battle right now. Like this is us in the middle of.
This is modern warfare, man. No one here, other than gas prices, feels any effects as of yet in terms of like, unless you got someone overseas in the military. But other than that,
yeah. By the way,
worried about the heightened terrorist security threats from Iran now. Apparently, all the sleeper cells have been activated.
When I saw that, and I'm so glad that everybody else said the same thing because I thought I was just too cynical. When I saw the article about like the intelligence assessment about fucking an Iran sleeper cell potentially targeting California, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a false flag. It's going to be the U.S. government. I'm worried about the U.S. government and not the Iranian government because I feel like they are the ones who are imposing the direct harm on us. And it wouldn't be out of the question or beneath Trump to do some sort of like fake bombing, some false flag, not to like put conspiracies into the ether, but like it wouldn't be below Trump to do that, to say, oh, we're at war, so now we have to shut down elections in November. Because he's so desperate. That's just the way that he thinks. He was already talking to Vladimir Zelensky about how, oh, okay, so you don't have to do an election because you're at war. Oh, okay, if I did that, the fake news would be all over me. So just like, I wouldn't put anything past him at this point. These people are so morally depraved that nothing is beneath them. So yeah, when I saw that report, I thought, oh, okay, that's what they're putting out there, so that way we think it's Iran and not Donald Trump. Because I mean, like, they already turned the military on us, so I don't believe anything. And I like, if you go back 20 years and show me what I'm saying now, I'd be like, bro, are you like sniffing the same crack that Alex Jones is taking? But this is, I don't know, it's just like with the Epstein files, everything is bad, and anything's on the table. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous. But we do have our first guest here, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in. Oh, I also have some elements to bring in, some B-roll, if you will.
Ooh.
But everybody, welcome back to the show, Mr. Jim DiBartolo. Jim, welcome back.
Hey, my friends, thanks for having me back on.
Happy to have you back on. We can hear you just fine.
Yeah, so happy to have you back. Yeah,
crystal clear.
Thank you. Great. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. So to call back to what you guys were saying a few minutes ago, so fuck billionaires, fuck Trump, fuck ICE, free Palestine, protect trans kids. Yeah.
Hard Mossad.
Yes.
What's that? No.
Not that one. No, I agree. Not that one. Yeah, not that one.
It's Bizarro Bindo today. He's saying the opposite of what he believes, all right?
That is what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. But
so,
thank you for having me on. Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. So it's been, I don't know the last time you came on. I think it was 2025, late 2024. I don't remember exactly. But when you came on last time, to refresh everybody's memory, you were doing a Kickstarter for your graphic novel, Fuck Billionaires. And since then, if you haven't been following, he achieved that goal and surpassed it. So it's getting made. And now fast forward to today, and we are close to release. And if you did not get in on the initial Kickstarter, Jim, I'm led to believe there are more copies they can order. Can you talk about this?
Yes. So thank you for the intro. Thank you for the rundown. You're correct. It was, I believe it was January when I started the Kickstarter. It was right around Dump getting re-inaugurated, and you guys were awesome enough to have me on the launch day. So thank you. Fuck Billionaires is a 304-page full color graphic novel. It was going to be 280 pages. There was a glare there. It was going to be 280 pages, but as I was working on it, I was like adding stuff and like expanding scenes and this and that. So it's 304 pages, full color. It's hardcover because it did so well in the Kickstarter. I was like, we need to reward the fans here, reward the supporters.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, it has a Mike's quote from Mike on there. This is by far the coolest thing I've ever seen. Which
it's a hell of a quote.
It's an amazing quote, if I do say so myself. I would have put that on my book too. No, I love it.
Love it. And so where do I start? So basically for people who don't know, the book, the Kickstarter ran last year, the beginning of the year. I had hoped to get it mailed to everybody by August. But I started to have, during the spring and summer, my hands started going numb and my neck was giving me more and more problems. I've had spinal issues before. I'd already had 3 spinal surgeries before, but I ended up, and those were on my lower back, but then this was my neck. So I had cervical spine surgery in the late summer, early fall. And so I had to kind of like not work as much as I wanted to over the summer as it was getting worse because my hand, I couldn't feel it. And then there a little bit of recovery after the surgery, but I'm done. It's at the printer. And like Mike alluded to, it's basically, I'm in line to have it printed. And while it's kind of in line to be printed behind other books, I'm still taking pre-orders for anybody who is interested. It is again, it's a real quick. I got some stuff from the printer. This is going to be like the size of the book. This is kind of like a blank dummy. So it's 304 pages, hardcover. That's oversized. Like a normal comic is, about this size. So it's going to be, significantly bigger, like a coffee table kind of size book. It's
the size of when you get like a giant comic book series and then they republish it all in one, because I have a handful of those, right? Like if you have the whole arc, and so then you get the big nice thick versions, right?
Yeah. So that was what I was shooting for, and yeah, Lance. So you sound like you're a fellow nerd like me.
I dabble.
So yeah, what's that?
I said I dabble. I enjoy comic too.
I dive head first, though. So this is they have the trim, so it'll be a little bit smaller. But this is the printer sent me. So this is what the cover will look like. But it's not going to be a slip. It's not going to be like over. It'll be like on the book. So, and they sent some print proofs to show what it'll, what the colors will look like.
That's nice.
It looks so good.
Really well. And yeah, so I'm very jazzed. And again, for maybe those who don't know, it's a book that borrows facts and statistics from our world and tells a fictional story that begins, "Billionaires should not exist. Get ready," appearing graffitied across multiple skyscrapers around the world. There are no witnesses to the tagging, and no group comes forward to claim responsibility. Many in the media discuss it, but overall, it's no alarm bells are set off. And then a billionaire dies in a seemingly impossible manner, and his skyscraper, the graffitied message is.
Does he die poor? Is that the impossible manner? Does he die poor? Is that the impossible manner?
No, a billionaire dies in an impossible manner. And the message on his skyscraper is found: "One down, who's next? Billionaires should not exist." And the story follows a cast of fictional characters, like an FBI agent, common folks like you and I, couples, people in the media, some podcasters and YouTubers you may know make some appearances, and like other like TV hosts that it's all fictional except for some cameos that I alluded to there. And yeah, so I'm just while it did exceed the Kickstarter goal, which enabled me to kind of give a bonus to those supporters by making it a hardcover and adding extra pages to it, it's not going to be, at least for in my like knowable future, it's not going to be in bookstores except for a few that were kind enough to pre-order it through the Kickstarter. So if anybody wants to guarantee a copy, the only way to really guarantee a copy is to pre-order it, and it's at fuckbillionaires.store, all spelled out, no asterisk, just all the words. I wrote it in my label down below if you can see that, and it gives more of it has a synopsis and sample art and everything on that site, and also the pre-order.
And so basically the way that it works is you can only order these by the batch. So the reason why you want to pre-order it is so that way you have an idea of how many to order. So that way your house isn't going to be filled with like 1 million copies, basically. Is that right?
Yeah, I can't afford to order like a bazillion more than people order, and I don't have the room to store it.
Right.
A bazillion more. So I'll over order somewhat, but I'm just telling people the only way to guarantee to get some is or get a copy is to pre-order. So I know to tell the printer, hey, order some more. So because I can't go back to them and say, and 75 more or whatever. It's not like print on demand. It's this is the demand part, I guess, of the print.
Right. It's a very, very grassroots effort, a small effort, which is really cool because it makes it feel like, you're not supporting some big corporation. It's going straight to you, which is really cool. And also, if you watch like the podcasters in this sphere, again, he alluded to some cameos. you're gonna want to see those cameos. I think they're fucking amazing. I'm not biased. I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Jim has showed me some art, and it's fucking cool. Okay, I'm just gonna say that.
This is Mike trying to very not. This is Mike trying to very not subtly say, I'm assuming that he's in the comic book.
That's the vibe I got as well.
I'm sorry, I said comic book. I mean graphic novel. I just made a big mistake. Graphic novel.
It's all good. It's all interchangeable. Yeah. If you wanted to share some of those things I emailed you, Mike, they're to share if you wanted to. And then I also just emailed you like
they're for public consumption. Like reveal it to the world. You don't have to, ambiguous post about this. We can see them first time.
And then I also, Mike, sent you a thing that is very leftist mafia centric. That's not in the book, but it's you guys are having me back on, so I couldn't just show up empty handed. So.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead. Hang on one
Mike's
second.
Email is like Fort Knox. Like I email him stuff, and he's like, nope.
Yeah, I pinned your email so I wouldn't lose it because for some reason it sent it into my spam folder, and you were like, "Oh, I sent it on Monday," and there's like 100 emails from Monday, and in my spam folder, it was all from Jim. No.
I was like, "You got 100 emails on Monday? That's crazy."
I'm trying to figure out how to share. Hang on one second.
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay,
Matt,
I could set up
me on Doom too. That was so nice of you.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm happy I got you on before I took a hiatus from.
I was like, you still do Doomed? I haven't seen the show.
I would honestly like to restart everything. I'm just too much going on right now, but I'm not done. Yeah. I'm not done. This isn't the last you've heard of Matt Binder's solo stuff.
I just realized he's on camera right now. That's amazing.
Oh, look at that.
So this is in the book. These are the images that Jim sent me, and look at who's that? Who's that?
Oh,
damn. That is good. That's
pretty neat.
Yeah, that is on point.
That's awesome.
Wait, why is it redacted like the Epstein files? Why can't we see what they're saying?
Yeah,
spoilers.
Yeah. It all is just Trump's name in those that they're saying over and over again.
Yeah, it's just Trump a million times over.
And the question is, are we going to be villains or heroes?
Oh, I get that's
you got your ink pretty good. Like that is well done.
Yeah. So,
look at that one with the tattoos. Damn,
that's so cool.
Yeah. The level of detail is incredible.
It's amazing. This is so cool.
Guilty, but Lance, I did Matt and Mike because they had me on their shows and stuff. And
you fucked up, Lance. You fucked up.
Yeah. But I did send Mike something else that is leftist mafia centric that you are a part of.
Did I miss? Okay, let me.
I emailed like 15 minutes ago. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I see that. Oh shit, this is amazing. Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure.
I'm trying not to dox.
But I'm holding off for the drum roll here or whatnot.
Okay, I'm trying not to dox your email here. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh, I think there's sound effects we could use too, right?
We do. Yeah, we do have sound effects. Yeah, let me.
Do you have a board?
We do. Where's the sound? Oh, okay. You know what?
Next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
Don't know if that was what we're looking for here, but
that's amazing.
We do have a drum roll. Oh shit. Okay. You ready?
Okay. Sure.
Wait, what is this?
The bongo drum roll. Drum roll.
All right. Boom.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
Pretty
Why,
goddamn.
why do all of us look so much cooler than we actually are?
I know.
Nah, you guys are all.
You made us all. You made us all like a full point hotter than each one of us is. We all went up 1 full point. It's great.
Look at David Dole. My God.
I love it. This
Look
is
at
so
me.
awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that's incredible. That is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. And so
I'm
so please
screenshotting
don't
this
feel.
right now.
Oh, awesome. And I emailed it to Mike. So, and I'll, if you guys send me your emails or whatever, I'll happily send you a high res. Or Mike, you can share the Dropbox
Yeah.
link I sent you guys.
Yeah, I can send that to them.
What's that?
I'll definitely send this the high res version to them. I almost said high res because we all have Riz in this photo. It's amazing. I'll send them the
Mike,
high res version.
This picture makes me scared of you. I feel like we gotta pay tribute or something. This you really come across as the Don in this.
Mike, with this
I do love that even this version of Lance is still all smiley. Like
Yeah,
all of us-
even as a criminal warlord.
we're all the rest of us look completely serious, and even Lance at his most serious is looking at everyone with a big smile on his face.
I feel like Lance and I are alike in that it's hard to find a photo of either Lance or me that where we're not smiling at least a little bit. So yeah.
That is true.
But
I'm usually caught in the scene.
Feel free to use this or share it or don't. No pressure, no obligation. But I just wanted to pay tribute to you guys. I love you guys and love the show. And
I will 100% appreciate it.
Yeah. So my only ask is if you do share it or show it or whatever, if you can just kind of give me a shout out and maybe mention my
Credit,
book or
absolutely.
whatever.
Of course. Yeah. This is incredible.
No obligation to use this, but just recall that the two people in the graphic novel are the two people who had me on their show.
I gotta say, no one said anything yet though, but Ariana with the raised Palestinian fist, that is fucking
so
badass.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun, and again, I love all you guys. So it was my little tribute to my little way of paying tribute to you guys. So
well, thank you for doing that. It looks so cool.
Thank you for the nice words. Yeah. Can I say something about the book just real quick?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So just so last time you guys had me on again, so it's been a year, and what's funny is I had beta readers, and I wrote this script a few years ago, and I edited it here and there, but there's stuff that I had beta readers that read the script in early art before the Kickstarter launched over a year ago, and with some of the news stories that have happened since Trump came back into office, people have that have read it have called or texted or emailed and been like, what the fuck, how did you guess this shit? I'm not saying it's all I predicted everything, but there's some stuff that with the Epstein stuff coming out, and with Elon at the with his little "My heart goes out to you" stuff. Anyway, I don't think I made it happen. I don't think but it's funny that some of the stuff that's happened, and there's other certain things that some billionaires have done that I have in the book that I was I don't think I made this happen, but what the hell?
I don't know, Jim. Okay, we talked about this last week on the Patreon call, but so the first time you came on, or actually when I first learned about your book, it was a week after the CEO of United Healthcare got Luigi'd allegedly. And first you drew the book, that happened, and then you drew other things that happened. And so there is a non-zero chance that you might have Death Note powers.
Yeah, this sounds like a horror movie where you draw something and it happens, right?
Or a happy movie where, well, I guess it depends on what, right? It depends.
I haven't seen Death Note, but it's what it says, right? It's Death Note.
Horror movies.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it is weird because I had been working on it for a while, and then I announced that the Kickstarter was going to be coming, and what the premise was on my Instagram and Blue Sky and Threads and stuff, and I just kind of said this is the plot, this is what's happening, you know, this is what I'm working on, and I'll be announcing the Kickstarter. And the next day that CEO was shot, and I was like, so yeah, I mean, maybe, okay, you're convincing me, Mike.
And I also literally, like, when that happened, I was so sad. And I was thinking, man, it would be interesting if there was a novel about this or a movie about this, some kind of media, because you see the reaction of people. I feel like there'd be a demand for that. And then Jim, like, apparently was like, oh, I hear your thoughts. Here's this book coming out. Fuck Billionaires. So it's funny because, yeah, everything you drew kind of came to fruition. So you might be a savant, Jim.
Well, thank you. I don't want to like spoil any like of the ending or whatever, but I'll just say that there's some catharsis in the book if you're looking for some
nice,
you know, some comeuppance, you know,
we can
there
use
might
that
be
these
some
days.
in the book.
Yes, yeah, we can use that to fuel us. Yeah. So,
but
yeah, one thing I wanted to ask you again. I know we asked this before, sure, but just in terms of like the process, how long does it take you to do one page? Because I feel like every single page has so much detail, and you have like 300 plus pages now. How long does that take? Because I feel like that's kind of crazy.
So yeah, it's some pages I can do like a day, and some take a few days to just do a page, and then I color it as well. I had a guy who there's a step in the coloring process called flatting that they I send the line art to them, and they kind of outline where all the shapes and stuff are separated and send it back to me. And then it makes it easier for me to be able to like select areas like, you know, Matt's hoodie or Mike's sweater or Mike's beard, and then put in a color. But then I go around and I choose all those colors, and then I like put in shadow and highlights and that kind of stuff. So the drawing might take a day or two or three for a page, but then the coloring takes like another like half a day or a day. So yeah, it was a lot of hours. I mean, there's literally there's probably about 1,500 on average, I would guess, pages or panels, excuse me, which are individual drawings in the book. And so there's, you know, like 1,500 give or take illustrations total, and yeah, and each page took a day to 3 to draw, and then another like half a day to color. So yeah, it's been consuming a lot of my life. And
yeah, I bet
not to you know, push the point too hard, but like, yeah, so I earned the Kickstarter amount, which helps pay the flatter that I mentioned, helps pay for the printing, and that takes a lot of chunk of it, and then also the mailing it to people, the mailing the books to me, and then the mailing the books out to everybody. But then yeah, I mean, I have medical bills from the surgery and stuff, so yeah, any sales are helpful is what I'm pathetically saying.
Yeah, it's like, it's not just a great piece of art and probably a really cool story. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, it's kind of like it'll help you because you had medical issues like most Americans, and it puts you behind. We were talking about that before you jumped on.
America.
Yes, not necessarily that surprising. Everybody has a terrible medical story, but yeah, it's nice to know that like this is helping you. And also there's also something so special about knowing that you are helping a real artist, especially in this time of AI bullshit. Like the blood, sweat, and tears. Well, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into this, it really speaks to how AI can never replicate that. Like what you accomplished, that like a human being is the only one that could pull that off.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saying that. And yeah, it's so true. Like, I wish there was a way to convince people who don't do art or don't write, the rewarding feeling you feel from you know, creating something. I mean, it could be like, you know, baking a pie. It could be planting a garden. It could be, you know, painting a picture or writing a story. the rewarding feeling of having created it and going back to it. I don't know if you guys or any of the listeners out there, viewers, are artistic or creative in any of the ways I mentioned, or any other way, like writing a song or whatever. But the feeling of having done it, like when I do a piece of art that I like on my drafting table, I want to go back. I still get that sort of like giddy little endorphin of wanting to go back and look at it, later that day or the next day or whatever. And I was talking to our daughter, who's 16, and she has a high school teacher who's pushing AI. He's like, use AI for images for different reports, but don't write with it. And she was like, and my daughter wants to be an artist and a writer when she grows up. My wife's an author, so she is taking after us, and she's my daughter's really talented, but she was like felt kind of impassioned to like plead with him, like, well, why are you saying, and I should say that the teacher is a aspiring author, and she's like, well, why are you saying it's okay to cheat with the art with the AI but not with the writing?
Right.
And is it because you can write but you can't draw, and you want to be a writer but you don't want to be an artist, so you're devaluing one, and like the other one is you can't that one's fine and one's not, just because you can do one and not the other.
Yeah.
And he was basically when she was conveying the story, he was kind of like, that's a good point.
He got debate broed by your daughter. That's amazing. You're raising her well.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
That's incredible. The kids are all right.
Yeah. So no AI was even considered to be used in the book. So yeah.
Of course. Well, Jim, thank you so much for coming on again to talk about Fuck Billionaires. I cannot wait to read it. I'm ecstatic. One last time, tell us how we can get this, when we need to get our orders in, and when we'll get the copies, all the last stuff you wanted to say about it.
Thank you so much. So yeah, the book is at the printer right now. I think I have like about a week or 10 days to let them know the final number. So if anybody that is interested, that www.fuckbillionaires.store, spell it all out, fuckbillionaires.store. There is the story synopsis a little bit. There's about a dozen pages or so of art, and the pre-order link. Again, all of the sales are very appreciated. I'm spending the next, I've been spending the past few weeks, and will spend the next few weeks fulfilling some of the Kickstarter tiers. I've been doing like some drawings of various folks for as some of the rewards.
Oh, that's amazing.
For, some of the people who did the Kickstarters.
Wow.
And then yeah, so I'm excited to do some of that physical art, and also wait for the printed books. The books are supposed to take a few weeks to print, and then I don't know, like a couple weeks to ship or something. And I'm hoping to be able to kind of like hit the ground running and get them out to people shipping this spring. That is the goal. And my neck is good, my hand is good, I can feel everything.
Good.
So I don't foresee any more issues.
Home stretch now.
Yes.
So if people order within the next like week, it's going to be they're probably going to be in the first wave of orders.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because there may not. I don't know if there are books left over, then they'll be available through my website. When the other ones are all shipped out. But
I see.
Anyhow, so yeah, it's kind of like the only way to guarantee a copy is to pre-order it. And I'm not trying to be a jerk or whatever. So I just don't have the funds to over-order by much or to store a ton. So.
Well, and listen, if you guys don't want to be susceptible to FOMO, then don't miss out, because I'm going to be talking a lot about this when it comes out. So you're going to really want one. I
am now going to buy a copy because I saw that this one features Matt Binder and I'm buying the book just for that. So
I love it.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you.
Wait, you're not
ordering it today.
buying it to see me in it as well as a character, Lance?
It depends what kind of a character you are in the book. I know what Binder will be.
Why would you not expect me to be an amazing character, Lance?
Let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson for every artist, every comic book writer, every filmmaker, that putting me in whatever you're creating equals money. People will buy whatever you're creating if I'm in it. All right.
Hey,
I'm waiting for the call, Martin Scorsese. I'm waiting for.
I got to show Ariana.
Waiting for the call, Marvel.
Oh yeah,
Comics,
show
your movie.
Ariana.
Now that you're here,
The picture.
Look at what
Hi,
Jim
Ariana.
made, Ariana.
Oh my god, I saw it. I love it. It's so cute.
That's amazing, right?
I love my fist.
It's so cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank
I
you.
look badass.
Good shit.
Well, you guys are badass.
I just
thank
wish
you,
that
Jim.
Matt was behind me, so it looked like I was punching up towards him.
That is punching up.
I'm kidding. I kid.
It's all good.
Well, hi Ariana, and thank you everybody. I appreciate you having me back on, and hi to Rebecca and David, and cheers to you guys.
Thank you so much, Jim. Really appreciate it. Good luck on the book. I hope everybody reads it, and I can't wait to read it myself. Thank you so much for coming on.
Billionaires.store. Go check it out.
Fuckbillionaires.store. Go get it.
Cheers, guys. Thanks again.
Thanks to you. Not a paid advertisement, by the way. We just really are excited. So we also have another guest coming on. Matt, did you want to introduce this guest?
Yeah, sure. Coming on now to join us to talk about Pakistan and Balochistan is a longtime listener of my shows and a longtime listener of many shows, but this is his area of expertise. Eagle Left. Say hello, everyone, to Eagle Left.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So it's Ramzan time, so I was just eating this suhoor before you start the fast. That's why I started at 8. I said at 9 instead of 8:30.
No, that's fine. No, it's perfect timing. We had a guest earlier, so this works out perfectly. I also want to say that the last time we spoke, I had you on. You probably might have called in to one of my call-in shows, but even then, your hair was nowhere near as long as it is now. Wow, you grew that out, and it's longer than mine, I think. Wow, good for you. I like it.
Living a dream. My hair.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I had to straighten it.
Hey, look.
I have money before.
Oh, you straightened it. I take it for a second. I was about to say, damn, how straight that hair, because I assumed it was natural. But now that I knew you straightened it, no, I'll take it back. No, I'm joking. So how you doing, Eagle Left? Let's dive right in.
I will say I'm not an expert. I'm just someone from the area.
I mean, that's an expert, if you ask me. I think people who live in an area certainly have an expertise that, listen, obviously being an academic or whatever, you gain a certain expertise, but someone who is local to the area that they're talking about certainly has an equal amount of expertise. You could say just in a different way. So let's start at the beginning, because when you came on my show, might have been a year or two ago. You gave me like the breakdown of basically what the situation is, what exactly is Balochistan, because I think a lot of people unfortunately don't know the situation. So can you do that for us first to start off?
That's what I'm sort of trying to do, is let people know, because when Pakistan was made, that was a time of so-called decolonization. So a lot of new countries were being made, and they just made lines and everything, and didn't consider the different areas and how they interact with each other and everything. That's how you get Kurdistan, which should be like one thing, and it's divided into 3 different countries. And something similar happened to Balochistan, where part of it was in Iran and part of it was in Afghanistan. Now, part of it actually got its independence in March 1947, which is a few months before India and Pakistan got their independence. But what the thinking was that there should only be two countries, and India started stomping down on their like some independence movements they had, and Pakistan did the same. So in March 1948, I think, yeah, March, Pakistan took over Balochistan, like it just captured it. It killed the leader and forced so tribal systems have councils called jirgas that force the rest of the council, the jirga, to just say we're part of Pakistan, secede to Pakistan. And from that time started like a not so pleasant, pleasant, like I guess marriage, whatever, between Pakistan and Balochistan, where there's been multiple independence movements rising up. Now, initially, a lot of them were from tribal leaders and stuff, and there have been like four or five movements that have risen up, and they've each time they've been squashed. In 2000, in the mid 2000s, they killed us a very popular leader called Nawab Akbar Bukti. Nawab just means like the leader of a tribe, and after that, it's become more, I guess, in a way, cross tribal. So the movement started to be less from like tribal leaders and like these specific tribes to more pan Baloch. And this is the like latest movement where they're stomping down on civil rights leaders and humanitarians and reporters and everything. And because of that, a liberal, like a what do you call a militant group from the Baloch, the BLA, and some other ones have started like a more violent, trying to get a revolution, trying to get freedom from Pakistan. And last time we talked, I was mentioning the something called the Baloch Jati Council, BYC, which was like a more what do you call it? Civil liberation movement. It wasn't militant, and they stamped down on it. So when we were talking, I was saying that there's some hope and everything, and now that hope is sort of gone.
Right.
And the latest, yeah. And
that seems to usually be
have,
the big mistake of a lot of situations like that, where you have a more peaceful, pragmatic movement that gets violently shut down, and you're basically opening the door. You're basically telling people that this isn't going to work this way, and so they're next going to obviously think, all right, it's time to up the ante, because that's the only way something's going to happen.
And the situation for the normal people in the area who try to just live their lives is that it has the highest rate of poverty in Pakistan, the lowest rate of education, the lowest access to like natural resources, electricity, gas, and everything. And because of that, when you lose hope and you don't have any access or any way to move forward, just live your life, a lot of the youth has started joining these militant groups as well. And last month, before like the other news took over the news cycle, there was an attack by the BLA, which is the group, the militant group, in 12 different cities, and they successfully like pushed the army back. And it was like a big blow to the ego of the military, who was saying that they have control and this is just a ragtag group. And now they're saying stuff like, oh, this is funded by India, and the Afghan Taliban are helping it, and stuff like that. So they're still failing to acknowledge that the rights of the people, and because of that, it's getting pushed more and more towards militancy, and that being seen as the only real or viable option. And after that, because of Pakistan and Afghanistan started fighting, and Pakistan called it an open war or whatever. They love their catchphrases and whatever. Pakistan and Afghanistan have been bombing each other as well, which I don't know if you've read the news on that, but no. So the stuff that happened with in Balochistan was overshadowed by that, and now that's being overshadowed by what's happening in Iran. But yeah, that's and people don't consider, like, people have different definitions of genocide, but I think that if you're trying to like wipe a culture and trying to make it flat and like say, okay, this is just Pakistani. There's no like your own identity doesn't matter, right? I qualify it as a genocide, even if it's not like what's happening in Israel or what happened in Sri Lanka with the Tamils. And there is risk at some point it becoming that if militancy starts to increase. But so keeping an eye on that for the future is something that people should look out for. There are a lot of groups that don't get their word out, and I'm just trying to do that for my people.
Yeah, not a lot of people even know about this. I'm completely ignorant to Balochistan and whatnot, but everything that you're saying, as Matt was alluding to, it does line up with like the same things that we see around the world, where you have this occupied people and peaceful resistance is not acceptable. So they resort to more militaristic tactics because that's the only way to actually get their attention. You see, like, it's not just like on the left, we talk about, Israel, Palestine and whatnot, but it's actually a lot more common. It's, the Sahrawi people in Morocco and the Western Sahara. And now, Balochistan, it's happening all over the world. And these types of like colonial occupations, they all kind of have the same fundamental characteristics where, any resistance, be it peaceful or violent, is completely crushed and delegitimized. And there's always a scapegoat. There's always a boogeyman behind it who's funding it, but never an actual, like, legitimate attempt to hear out the pleas from the people who are being oppressed.
Yes, they don't even name stuff here. They have weird catchphrases for it. So they call the Balochistan Liberation Army. They call it Fitnatul Hind, or Fitnatul Hindustan, which basically means kind of like, but I can't think of a word, but it just says that India's malice or some word like that. I can't think of a proper word in English, but that's how they try to frame it. And
as if it's like India's doing, even though it's something completely not that. Okay. So in a way, it enables. Well, what was that, Lance?
Well, I was just going to say that, like, I'm trying to think of how this was portrayed in Western media, because when I was reading about, like, potential military conflicts between Pakistan and Afghanistan, Balochistan wasn't even mentioned. Like, I don't think I read
a single time.
Yeah, a single Western article that mentioned that. So.
Oh yeah. I until Eagle Left reached out to me the first time I had him on Doomed, I had no idea this was even going on. And if you even look today for news on the region, it's all like Al Jazeera, which is great, but that's pretty much it. Al Jazeera or other like news outlets that just happen to have an English version of their coverage in that area. But otherwise, in terms of like US based or Western based media, period, no, nothing.
Al Jazeera has like been good on like these different sections of the world where they report something, at least, even if you don't get it. I've also posted a link that has some info. A lot of what you'd see is missing persons, which is where they abduct like either civil rights leaders or their family. Like they won't abduct. Sometimes they won't abduct you. They'll abduct your brother or your father or your cousin or your daughter or none or son, whatever. A lot of that is what goes on in how they suppress the people. And the leaders that Marang Baloch was a big leader in the civil rights movement for Balochistan, and they just took her, and he's been in prison for like, it's been more than a year, I think.
So this is a source that if you are a leftist and you're trying to learn more, this seems really, really good because
Yes.
like there's a
With
complete
the caveat that
blackout.
there is a bias here. So not all of the framing might be like completely trustworthy, but a lot of it is.
Okay, that's good to know.
But-
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's hard to find even like because they kill journalists as well. They kill or they abduct their families or a lot of other ways they shut people up here. A lot of the times they also like just turn the internet off in a lot of in places so no one can even report on anything, even if they try to. But a lot of reporters aren't even here. Like not just international reporters, national reporters, like people from other, like you said, you had no idea. A lot of people from other provinces don't have any idea. That's how much of information vacuum there is.
Is there any like prominent international journalists who have any recognition whatsoever? Because I don't know, and I haven't been looking for, but I've never seen a single journalist who's from Balochistan who ever even like mentioned it. Because it's hard to figure out like
the only
why
time
it's so silent.
Balochistan in U.S. news is usually when it's talking about how it's close to like the Chinese border. That's like the only time that seems that Western media cares. About, I think mentioning it or discussing it because of the
I don't even. I've never even read anything like that. Even so, you're already ahead of. Seriously, I think it's been ignored.
But it's
like,
next to Iran. So there's Balochistan is the southwestern province. Punjab is the north eastern province, and then above Punjab there's some areas that are contested that India also says are theirs. It's part of Kashmir, and from Kashmir you get and what we call that area Gilgit-Baltistan, and that's next to China.
I'm gonna bring in a map here just so people can kind of like visualize what you're saying. Let me pull it in.
We love maps.
We do.
Yes. So what they're showing as Balochistan here is not the complete part. The southern part of Afghanistan, a small part of it, is also Balochistan, but it's in Afghanistan. And then there's a province, Sistan and Balochistan in Iran, which is also the Baloch people. So it's as one single entity, it's much bigger, but it's broken into 3 countries. Much like how Kurdistan is. It's very similar to Kurdistan in that way.
Oh, okay, I see.
Between 3 countries. Yeah. And there are times when Iran is also like sort of oppressive towards their Baloch people. And there are times when the Taliban are not as accommodating, and then there are times where they are accommodating. Like right now, they would be more accommodating because they're fighting Pakistan. And
so it's basically they're used as a pawn by the 3 countries that are kind of like overlapping. Wow.
With that map up, it made me think this question. How is Balochistan being affected by the current U.S. war with Iran based on, its location?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna jump in here. I'm so sorry. Chat, this is nothing against you or anyone else here, but it's just whenever someone pronounces Iran as Iran, it like something in me, like my blood cells curdle. So it's like either Iran or Iran. I'm so sorry. If we're gonna do,
I know. I'm sorry.
I you know what I mean? Like I'm so sorry. Not to be the grammar police.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. It's either
okay.
Iran, but
grammar police. It's just proper names.
Visions of George Bush come into my head.
All right, you got a bomb.
Eagle left hand. Eagle left hand. Tell me about how Balochistan's affected by the current war in Iran.
To be fair, Ariana, a lot of Americans also say Italians as well. So it's just there's a problem with countries that start with an I in general.
They're
for
not
Americans.
bombing Italy right now. So
that's fair. That's a fair point, I will say.
But yeah, it's not just Iran. It's Pakistan and India and some other Asian countries as well, where they've they're rationing petrol now. They're like reduce the amount of petrol that some government agencies get, because there's a lot of that as well. A lot of people in military posts and in government posts get like free petrol as part of their jobs, and now they've reduced that. That's another aspect of like exploitation entirely. But I think India has done that as well, where they're rationing, and universities have either closed or gone online for a bit. Schools have closed or gone online for a bit. So they're rationing, and there is a like a porous border between Iran and Balochistan, and stuff does come through, but I don't believe that petrol is coming through that way. But petrol does come through. There is like Irani petrol is cheaper, and we get it because of the sanctions. You can't like officially they're not supposed to do it, but sometimes they let the border become more porous, and that's how you. That's like a thing where you get cheaper petrol because of that. But now I don't think that's happening as well. So they're like rationing. Even though I think they said that Pakistan would be allowed, but I'm not sure what's happening with that.
I'm curious
and
about...
I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish.
No. I forgot what I was saying anyways.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, so I was just curious
Good
about...
Good job, Mike. Good job.
I'm just bad with that.
No. So one thing that I was really curious about is if you had any gauge of like the public sentiment in Balochistan towards one stated goal of the U.S. government, because one thing that I've seen, not from Trump per se, but just from the media who's talking about potential goals, is that one thing that the U.S. would like to get out of their invasion of Iran is sort of this balkanization of Iran, since they are really ethnically diverse. And do you see any support for the Western government and what they're doing? Because in the event that were to happen, then that could be as like a domino that falls. If Iran falls, then perhaps Pakistan and Afghanistan, to where it leads to independence. Like, do you see any support? Or do people in Balochistan view the West as just like another imperial power that, they can't really use to their advantage in this situation? Like, it's kind of a convoluted question, but can you like speak to the public sentiment? Because that's one thing I've been curious about, whether or not this could be like, an opportunity to, try to capitalize on the things that are happening right now, if anyone's thinking that, or what they're thinking in general about the West and their view on Iran.
As far as I know, and the people I talk to, no one's like supportive of the US or like buy what they're selling.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, people have, and I haven't heard anything from like the BLA saying anything as well, or any news about that. So like the more militant groups, I don't think have said anything about it either. So I don't believe anyone's like enthusiastic about what the US is doing in Iran, because they're seeing what, especially a big motivator, I guess, is that we are already opposed to Israel and what Israel does, so that makes it easy enough for. Yeah, and I don't know of any people in the diaspora or the locals who are like kind of like the Pahlavists in Iran, who are like sort of supportive of Israel and America for no reason, and are happy that their own people get bombed. And actually, I think when US was firing Iran, one of the they targeted something, and the shrapnel from that killed someone in the port of Gwadar, which is the southern. It's near the sea in Balochistan, and a fisherman died. So even the fact that we've had is negative in that sense, and of course the petrol and the cost of food and everything increasing because of that. So no, I don't think anyone's. There have been times in the past where like people have thought about it, but this is so like blatant and stupid that no one's no one's buying that. They haven't even tried to make anyone buy it. So why would people buy it?
Right. No, that makes sense. I asked because like, oftentimes you hear about the U.S. government trying to work with non-state actors. You see the Kurds. There are reports about like the Kurds are being supported by U.S. ground invasion. I'm not necessarily sure if that's like, if that's something that is true. But it's like, well, does anyone want to make a deal with the devil? Like, is there solidarity? And it's nice to know that it seems like there's a lot of solidarity among the people.
As far as I've heard, the Kurds were never like looking to do that either. There were reports of Israel trying to do false flags that are like, okay, the Kurds did it, and trying to get Iran. Yeah, and I've heard that even Iran's bombing like everywhere. Oman is one place they keep denying that. Oh, we attacked Oman. So there might be like, and there was I think Pakistani intelligence told Saudi about Israel trying to false flag an attack in Saudi Arabia as well, other than the targets that Iran does. So there's a lot of like that stuff happening, but they haven't talked to people like they usually do when they're doing these invasions. The militants from oppressed groups or something like that. They haven't done any of that, I believe.
Okay.
Because it's not planned properly, right? And they just did it on a whim, I think. I don't think they took their time in Iraq, like before invading. How long did they take to manufacture consent, I guess?
Yeah. At least it was like a year. I was young, but it was at least like a year. I remember hearing nonstop, talk of nuclear weapons and stuff. And they really sold it. They tried to sell it at least.
Do you not feel like Trump's current strategy is almost smarter in that if you don't state what your aims or goals are, then you always win? Because now he's like every other day, he's like, yeah, we won. And I was like, everything is worse by every metric than it's ever been. What are you talking about? No, we won.
It's just his strategy is just straight up like it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's the Trump strategy, right? So,
and Iran's been clearly thinking about it for a long while because they know what they're doing and how they're doing, and they can't hurt the US, so they're squeezing the world with, I guess, oil, what's the fertilizer, aluminium, and I think sulfur as well.
I learned through this concept that the majority of it is produced there. So now I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And it's so funny that Ariana was talking about the Strait of Hormuz right before, like now any boat that tries to go through there, just like, you don't get to use the Strait of Hormuz anymore. That's over.
If only we could have foreseen this happening somehow.
It's so bad. I mean, gas in LA is okay. First of all, when Western analysts literally start analyzing everything with the prices of oil and groceries, I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up. But we're doing this in the context of the Strait of Hormuz, right? And we've talked about this before. But they literally, Iran blasted an oil tanker last night in the middle of the Strait of Hormuz. And going beyond what kind of, obviously, first of all, there's a bunch of ships and tankers that are basically stranded in the middle of the Strait of Hormuz. They're all way too scared to cross. So that's a lot of oil. Currently, oil prices in LA are reaching $9 a gallon. My brother, who's in San Diego, told me that. My brother told me his gas is now $6 a gallon. And he was like, I'm literally just trying to survive at this point. And I was like, what the hell, right? Gas in New York City is above $5 now. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Crude oil barrels just went above $100 again today because of that blast that happened last night. But going beyond the cost of living, right? Because what I really need you guys to conceptualize within this conversation as well is that when crude oil prices go up, the prices of everything go up because everything depends on crude oil. So that means your gas and electric, your groceries, everything is going to go up. Everything. It's not just the price of gas, it's the price of everything around you as well. The pendulum goes up and down with gas prices. It's like an ecosystem. But going beyond that, the ecological damage that blasting that petroleum site in the middle of Strait of Hormuz had is catastrophic, not just for the marine life within the Strait of Hormuz, but also all of the people on the Qatar side and as well as the Iran side, right? The Saudi and Qatar side. And then you're talking about Oman, Yemen, and then is it Oman? Yeah, it's Oman and another country. But I have to, sorry, my geography is a little off now. But both of the countries that are bordering on both sides, right? Because it's not just Iran, they're also taking in a lot of this smoke. And what we need, the conversation we need to have within this as well is that we have to look back in 1991 when Saddam Hussein put fire to a bunch of petroleum oil tankers in the middle of the desert, right? In the middle of the Saudi desert. And essentially what happened was this was in a desert, and really the only people in that area were American service military people, okay? 25% of our military men who served in the Iraq War came back and they got diagnosed with something called the Gulf War illness. The Gulf War illness is a debilitating lifelong illness that has a slew of issues. Everything from brain fog, constant migraines. You're basically disabled. You're permanently disabled. It's an extremely hard illness to live with, and then sometimes, in some cases, it turns into very rare and very hard to treat cancer, like random stage 4 colon cancer. Usually it manifests in the lungs though. And so the difference between 1991 and Saddam Hussein's egregious act in doing that was that most of the people in that area were servicemen, and this was in the middle of the desert. We're talking about 90 million people in Iran inhaling this smoke, 10 million of them who were just in Tehran who had acid rain, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different conversations that goes into the Strait of Hormuz and so many different layers, but no, we're cooked. Like I usually don't do news coverage because I feel like a lot of people do that. But when we're talking about the prices of crude oil, it's just the beginning. It's literally just the beginning. They're all stuck there. They can't move. Like we're gonna see the repercussions of this in the next couple of weeks.
And what happens with these oil, like they blew up in Iran, is that same the winds take it towards Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Western China. Is it Tajikistan or Turkmenistan? I think it's Tajikistan as well. So the stuff that's happening, the winds are taking it towards the different directions and affecting countries that aren't involved in the war either.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's and just I wanted to bring up another map, Strait of Hormuz, because this is a very tiny little piece on the map. Like you could fucking swim across the Strait of Hormuz almost. Like it's so small, and so you said it was blown up in the Strait of Hormuz, and then the wind is going to take it. It's just
because
it just depends.
That's how usually we get rain as well as rains from Iran.
Yeah,
bring rain towards like the western part of Pakistan and the northern Afghanistan as a whole, basically.
Yeah, it's 30 kilometers. Somebody said in the chat.
The Strait of Hormuz is so small. If you can zoom into that, you'll see. Essentially, if Iran decides to drown or just put a ship horizontally in the Strait of Hormuz and just block it, no one's going to go in and out. That's how small it is. It's extremely small, extremely small. You can take a big ship and just plop it there and completely block the passage. And they just blew up multiple ships that were trying to pass. They're not fucking around. So also Wall Street Journal and Financial Times just put out a report saying that the IRGC is very much still intact. So
right, I saw that. Mm-hmm.
And then, another senator from Connecticut came out of a classified meeting about Iran with, it was like a briefing. Turns out the president has absolutely no freaking plan when it comes to toppling the regime. He doesn't know what the hell is the next move. He doesn't have any plans for reopening the Strait of Hormuz whatsoever. This is all just bombs and vibes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's no strategy. There's no long-term strategy. And then we just saw that he lied about how many military servicemen were injured and killed as well. Reuters came out with a report, said that there aren't 7 military men that are injured. There's actually 150. And then 30 minutes later, the Pentagon said, yes, it's 140. So if there's 140...
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that came out last week.
Wow.
So Donald Trump is lying about the number of injured American military servicemen. Usually the amount of people injured is way more than the amount of people killed. So what's the real number of the amount of people killed? Is it really 8? Or is it more, given that you just lied about how many people were just injured? Mm-hmm. So there's just so many elements of this that, you know what I mean? It's it's just starting to look like more and more of a shit show. And this is not one of those things that Trump can just walk away from. You don't just walk away from something like this. I mean, we saw how long the Afghanistan pullout took us, right? You don't just walk away from wars. Like, it's extremely hard to just walk away from a shitstorm you start.
And Iran wants to do maximum damage because they're like, you can't just keep attacking us every other year. So they've basically said we're gonna make you suffer, and you need to give us. I think there were 3 demands. I don't remember the third one, but one was paying us reparations for all the damage you caused, and something actual and physical to guarantee that you won't just do this again if it stops now. And I think another aspect is GCC countries are arresting people who make videos of the attacks by Iran. So we don't even know what the actual damage in the different countries is, like Saudi Arabia and Bahrain and all the rest.
That's a great
Plus,
point.
there are protests in Bahrain, so there might we know about that. Like the government, I think, is Sunni, and there's a lot of Shia people, so there might be like some sort of revolution in Bahrain as well. So a lot of stuff's happening that gets, I guess, underreported, and the focus is mostly on oil right now, but still a lot of stuff's happening in that area.
And we don't know
Plus
really
the Pakistan,
Right, we don't know the extent of the damage in Tel Aviv as well, because the Israeli government has had a media blackout. There was one video that I saw that showed like a block just like fucking blown to smithereens. So like Iran is exacting a toll, and it's hurting. And in the United States, you see them projecting strength, but I don't think anybody is really falling for it because they all know that it's a facade. Like Trump had no idea what he was getting himself into, and it shows. And we're all going to pay the price because of it. Not just like Americans, but Iranians, people in GCC countries. It is such a clusterfuck, and I don't even know. It's hard to figure out like where we're going to be a week or 2 weeks from now, because it's already been such a disaster. But Trump is one of these people where he is never going to want to back down or admit that he was weak. So he's trying to find some win, and if he can't get a win, he's going to get more desperate. And just to kind of like expand on that, last week, I'm trying to keep my news articles in order. Last week, he launched a special military operation in Ecuador. And then earlier this week, he basically threatened all Latin American countries. He just said, like, we're going to do drones in all of them and take out the terrorists. We don't know if he's talking about, like, drug cartel. We don't know what. He's just all of them. All of Latin America's.
He's talking about fishermen, civilians, people just going about their day.
Which he just killed more civilian fishermen, presumably civilian fishermen today. So, like, my fear is that, like, the worse that this gets for Donald Trump, and I've said this before, I don't want to sound like a broken record or like concern troll or fearmonger, but, like, the worse that it goes for him, the worse he's going to be, the more unhinged he's going to become. And that's one thing that really worries me, because, like, it's almost like the media, to some extent, has to play into his delusions. Otherwise, if he thinks that he looks weak, then he's going to do something to show how strong he is, which is scary, because, like, that's what happens when you deal with a complete fucking unhinged lunatic who doesn't have any core beliefs. It's just what's going to make me look good and get me more rich. And this does neither for him.
I mean, yeah. I don't know what to say at this point, because so many political analysts have been saying over the course of decades that the Islamic Republic is not a country that you can just, it's not a government that you can just get rid of. Mm-hmm. Like, we're talking about a government that runs like the cartel. Every single street is designed to keep that government in, from high-tech military grade surveillance, AI. They track everyone's phones. I've lived there. It's not a country that it's not a government that you can just overthrow. You can't just get on a camera and mobilize. It's not that kind of a place, right? They took out Khamenei. Now they put up his son. I don't know if you guys saw. Then the government put up this cardboard of the new supreme leader. And did you guys see that?
Cardboard, no. Mm-mm. I saw his acceptance rally and speech. I watched that.
No. He's apparently in the ICU, reportedly. I don't know what the fuck's true or not.
Yeah, I saw that, but I wasn't sure if it was Western propaganda.
Yeah, so Khomeini got injured, right? And then
propaganda.
because he got injured, they're saying that it might be a double. Is that the conspiracy?
I don't know. I mean, okay, so they basically wiped out his dad. They wiped out his wife. I think one of his nieces or nephews got wiped out too. It was like a toddler. But then, so they basically gave this man a Superman villain story.
Yeah.
And then now there's reports that he's in the ICU, but then other people are saying, no, he's alive. But then there was this like cardboard cutout of him that they brought out to like resemble him. But then only the Zionists are reposting that. So I'm like, did that really happen? Like, there's just so much shit happening, honestly. And like another really, really, really big problem within all of this is that another really big problem about all of this is that there's these Telegram groups that keep spreading a ton of misinformation. It's all against the government, all of it, but none of it's verified. Like when the elementary school got blasted, all of these Zionist Iranian creators were like, "Oh, it was an IRGC misfire." It was all from those Telegram groups. And it's like all of our boomer parents are like falling for it, right? So it's just like misinformation on steroids at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I read something, I don't even know. Like I literally give it a week because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what is from a Telegram group, what's not. I mean, it's
hard to get reliable, objective information during a war, especially from the West, where everything that we get is just straight up stenography from the Pentagon and the White House. They just like report verbatim what the fuck, Pete Kegsbreath and Donald Trump says when you can't take them at their word. Like, I feel like by now we should know that you can't take the government at their word. It's like reporting what a cop said. Oh, well, a cop claimed this. Oh, well, like that means nothing. Like my fart is more truthful than what a cop or an ICE agent says. Like, why are we listening? Bad example, but why are we listening to what they say? So it's just, yeah, like you said, Ariana, I'm having that problem as well. It's really kind of made me more apprehensive about reporting on Iran, specifically like actual details of the war, because you just don't fucking know what's real and what isn't real. And one thing that I think has really changed since the genocide began in Gaza is that when it began, everything that we saw was authentic and legitimate, with the exception of like, you had some attempts to, and Matt covered this, attempts to like say, oh, this is Hollywood, this is fake, they're actors. But for the most part, you could trust what you saw. Every once in a while, you'd get a video that's like 2 years old or something of a bomb. But for the most part, it was much easier to trust your own eyes. This time with AI, I don't trust that governments wouldn't nefariously use AI to generate something. I don't trust that people, commentators, podcasters wouldn't do that. So like there's an extra layer of like concern that you have to have when you're trying to find truth about war. It's already difficult to report about war. It's difficult to take anything as truth. You have to take everything with a grain of salt. But now with AI, there's like an extra layer of complexity to it that makes it so hard to discern fact from fiction. It's really a struggle.
Yeah, it's rough. It's really, really, really rough, especially with the rise of AI. I'm like, which video is real, which is not. I mean, like I saw some videos of Tel Aviv getting blasted, but then I was like, this has to be AI. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who do I ask if it's real? AI? Because then only the AI detectors can tell if it's AI or not. And I'm like, I don't.
And those are often wrong, or they give you different results if you run the same video through multiple times.
Oh, really? Did y'all see that when the U.S. was illegally bombing Caracas and capturing Maduro, there was all these AI videos that were coming out at the time of like Venezuelans crying, being like,
right.
All of them were fake. Like CoffeeZilla just put out a video showing that like he thought one or two of them would turn out to be fake. They were all fake. There were no
all
videos
of them were fake.
Of crying Venezuelans who were on their knees saying praise Trump. That was all AI. Yeah. And I was like, wow, it's funny to hear all of them. Like 1, 2, sure, but that's wild.
And you can spot some of them. The Caracas one with the older lady crying, you saw people in the
That
background.
was that one was
that
obvious.
one was obvious. Their arms are just going up and down. But here's the thing: even though we can detect that, a lot of people they don't notice that. Like Trump supporters were, at least on Twitter. Again, those are probably bots too. So like we're talking about dead internet theory here. But like people thought that they were real, and if that's the perception, then that's the reality, right? I mean, it's a really dystopian time to be alive. I'm not gonna lie. It is so demoralizing because you just I don't know. Like I don't know what to say.
Fuck Sam Altman. Think we can all.
Yes. Yeah.
Some of the crazy thing too, and one of the other crazy thing too is that we're not always even dealing with AI, right? I mean,
True.
these clips and videos going viral, some of them are literally just like scenes from a video game, like cut scenes from a video game.
Right.
And it's like
it's always Arma 3.
it's like, come on. It's like, are you kidding me? I mean, the real problem, I mean, AI obviously plays an enormous role, but to me, just as nice as this sounds, getting rid of AI doesn't solve the issue completely, right? I mean, the real problem is there are just too many people, hopefully willing to just share lies to push whatever they're trying to push. We see this a lot. And it's sad. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that.
Mm-hmm. Because there's a gross perverse incentive, especially on Twitter, to where it doesn't matter what you post, if it's true or false. What matters is you get the most eyeballs. That's how you monetize it, right? So if you can manufacture some fake shit and it goes viral, that's how you get paid. Sometimes the truth is more boring than a lie, so they push bullshit. I don't know. It's really, we've had this conversation before. It just is really hard to process information in this media environment, especially when so many people are like media illiterate. And like if you think like the average American doesn't even have half the media literacy that everybody watching has, right? So if that's the case, then when they go on the internet, the shit that they see is great. Like just log on Facebook. I mean, the AI is not even trying there. You could have like Yoshi fucking dropping a bomb on some country and they think it's real. Yoshi from Mario, like that character. It's I don't know, man. We're kind of doomed as a species if we don't do something about this.
You don't know about WhatsApp. That's where the uncles and aunties share their like very weird AI.
I do. I am, unlike most Americans, I do have WhatsApp, believe it or not. But it is funny that that's where all the shit's going down, where they're
You're
sharing
not in
all
the
of
groups,
this.
though.
I'm not in the groups. No. That's funny. Yeah. Well, Eagle Left, did you want to talk any more about Balochistan and like what would you say to leftists to kind of go back to that in terms of like what we can do to promote the cause? Because I think that the left is really good at getting the word out these days about like Gaza and colonial projects that are much more obvious and out in the open, like Israel. But if they don't necessarily know, then I think obviously education is the first thing. But assuming that like they come away from this and they really want to help, what do you think that Americans should do to like further the cause?
I think, of course, for the Baloch, just learn about that and be aware and spread the news about the Baloch to other people who don't know. Another thing is, this is something that leftists have an issue with in general, is don't fall for like anti-colonial language in these countries like we're from, like Pakistan, Iran, India, and Sri Lanka, because a lot of countries, in a lot of countries, there are groups that call themselves communists that are sort of like not really, and they have a lot of dark baggage, and they're like it's something that we talk about in the South Asian like leftist community as well, is like uh, people falling for anti-colonial talk from someone like Imran Khan, who's the leader of PTI, which is a big party in Pakistan, and some parties in India call themselves communist, or the Sri Lankan government, I think, is also called. Yeah, they call themselves communists. So, but be careful of those groups as well, and spread awareness of, like, not just the Baloch, but all the issues, that whether it's Sudan, Congo, or Palestine, the Kurds, whatever it is, the Uyghurs. Also, don't do that thing of, like, just calling everything a color revolution. There's a lot of leftists who just do that, and just they give up their any responsibility of thinking through whether the protest movements are real or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
that's
wouldn't know
what it is.
anything in the West about fake communists, so that's a sounds like a very localized phenomenon.
Yeah, but that's the issue. It's like you can identify tankies and campists and people who call themselves leftists, but then support as things that Russia or China do. But then you can't identify it when it's in China or in Asia or Africa.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Well,
that's about it.
it was great to have you on. I really appreciate it. You not only taught us a lot about what's going on in Pakistan and what's with Balochistan, but it totally, I feel like the conversation expanded into something even broader, which was really interesting to listen to and discuss.
Thank you for having me. How's
No,
your father doing, Matt, by the way?
He's still in rehab, and he's we're taking it one day. We're taking it one day at a time. It's some days things look good, some days are more difficult than others. So we're just taking it one day at a time. But right now he's doing okay.
Inshallah, he recovers well.
What was that?
Okay. Inshallah, he recovers well.
Oh, thank
he
you so
recovers
much.
properly
Yeah,
and everything.
absolutely.
Okay,
Thank you for asking. I
having me.
appreciate that. Have a great night, Eagle Left.
Have a good
It's very
one.
nice to
Bye.
meet you.
All right.
Before we close the show out, Ariana, I was going to ask, did you see the viral clip that shocked the internet from Vancouver, my hometown, and the protests that took place here?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna talk about me going a bunch of pictures of me going viral. Well, with me in it going viral on Twitter. So
no, okay, well, then go on.
I want to hear about both of these things.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh?
Did you guys not see Mamdani's?
Oh
okay,
yeah,
so
you went to
Mamdani
that you went to that event, right?
Oh, the fair today?
Bro, he hosted a creator iftar, and it's so funny because at the creator iftar, we were all like, "Oh, dude, we're about to get cooked on Twitter in 2 days." Like, we just knew, because some people went in the corner and they started praying Muslim style, and I was like, "Oh, we're done. Like, we're so cooked. Give us like 2 days."
Did you say started praying Muslim style?
Yeah,
Is
like
that what you said?
y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like the Muslim, not like let's all hold hands and put our heads down and close our eyes. I'm talking about like standing up and down. You know what I mean, Muslim style. And
right, because if you did it the Christian style, that would be completely
sometimes.
normal.
Oh yeah,
right. If you did that weird thing where you put your arm on Trump.
hovering over Donald Trump.
I love the blob effect that all the Christians do, where you all have to touch each other to get the power from Trump, so they all have to like connect like Legos. It's so funny.
That's normal. Okay, we don't condone the weird prayer that Muslim do. The Christian prayer, that's the normal one. Okay, so continue.
So I was sitting right by Mamdani. Well, not right by him, but like in his vicinity, and I'm literally in every single picture. And like Tommy Tuberville and like all these people are like quote tweeting it. And then I've got my own Iranian people quote tweeting me, basically saying like, "See, she's with the Islamic Republic," because I went to an iftar. Like, okay. Literally Twitter beefing with this girl who uploaded, first of all, I don't know if this is appropriate for me to say, so like Mike, let me know if this is problematic, but her husband looked so gay in the video when they were dancing together. I was like, your husband has to be at least in the closet a little bit. Like it was giving Fruity Tooty, I fear. But anyways, they filmed themselves dancing when the bombs were dropping. And so she
I'm trying to find these pictures.
Just look up Mamdani Iftar and like someone will come up. I know End Wokeness posted it, but anyways, which is so funny because like the Iftar had like I had two Jews sitting right by me, like one on this side, one on this side. Like it was, and they were both asking me questions about the tradition, and I was answering, and we were all sitting and they were learning, and it was really wholesome and cute. Honestly, it was so wholesome and cute. We talked about like, you know, our favorite memories and just like how important this was to us because we've never had an experience like this and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, now I'm like fighting with this girl on Twitter because she quote tweeted me and she was like, I can smell this picture. And I was like, you were literally dancing for bombs, bitch. Like, sorry, excuse my language. You were literally dancing when a tomahawk bomb hit an elementary school. Like, you and I are not the same, and I'm totally fine with you hating on me because, like, that's okay. Like, you and I are just not the same, I fear.
Oh, I found a video, actually. You're right next to Matt Bernstein.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Matt.
Yeah. He was one of the Jewish people asking me questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
This is from Facebook, just the group called Muslim.
Yeah, well, a bunch of conservatives took it, and they ran with it.
I saw Jack Posobiec posting this there.
Okay. Explain it to me again. What exactly is the controversy? Because I'm like, I'm trying to that they were doing the thing and that's Muslim in public. Is that the whole? Like, I'm just like
existing while Muslim, I think is the crime.
They're basically saying that like
that's crazy.
Islam is taking over. Okay, let me send you guys what Tommy Tuberville has been fucking retweeting. So Tommy Tuberville retweeted this, but then he tweeted.
I have a good palate cleanser for you, by the way. After this, that's tangentially related, Ariana. After.
Okay, I want to hear the Vancouver stuff though.
Okay, let me bring in the Tommy Tuberville. Oh, Benny Johnson, that homo, tweeted about this too.
Yeah, Tommy Tuberville did. The page End Wokeness did.
Okay, I'm bringing this in now.
Rounds everywhere.
So, closeted homosexual Jenny Bonson says a Muslim flag was raised at New York City Hall and chanted Allahu Akbar. Mamdani sat on the floor and ate with his hands at New York City Hall in March. This isn't assimilation, this is takeover. Okay, well, Benny Johnson, to be fair, you also suck men's penises, allegedly, when your wife isn't there. And that's not very Christian of you. Okay, so as for the Tommy Tuberville...
Tuberville, sorry. That was too
I don't know which one is correct, honestly. It could be Tubyville. The enemy is inside the gate. Bro! This is so fucking racist. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm like right there. And I'm like right by the tower.
How is this not classified as like an incitement of violence? This is fucking insane.
Like, what kind of shit luck do I have, bro? Like, it could have been someone on my side taking a picture so the people on the other side would fall into it. No, it's fucking just right there.
Wow. This is somebody in the chat said it's like this is straight up early 2000s Islamophobia. This is so fucking explicit. Tuberville should be straight up like expelled for this. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's been my life
like
today.
Nobody even bats an eye. I didn't even know that he tweeted this. Like if this were 15, 20 years ago, maybe it'd be a bigger story. Maybe not 20 years ago, but like 2010s, this would be a huge story. It'd be a controversy, at least bigger than it is today. But they're just so open about their straight fucking like rank Islamophobia. That's actually wild to me. Jesus Christ. Well, okay. This is the palate cleanser. For all the racist Republicans who think that, they're so normal, This is what the rest of the world thinks of them. So in regard to that that Trump prayer, people in China are making fun of it. They're memeing on it. And I'm just going to play this. So I think it's really wholesome because they think they're the normal ones, but this is how the rest of the world views them. This is in response to that picture of what is that lady's name? Paula White, right? His spiritual advisor. She was like praying on his shoulder. She's the lady who speaks in tongues. So here's their parody of that.
Pray for your grace and protection over our troops. Father, Jesus Christ will continue to give our president.
So yeah.
Oh, I have faith in humanity again. I didn't know this was a trend. Yes.
If you can get on the algorithm of like Chinese TikTok or on RedTube, they are so fucking funny.
It's really funny how MAGA always thinks that Trump is well respected around the world and now other countries fear us again or respect us again, and it's always the opposite. It's always the opposite.
Yeah. They actually think that they're like the main characters and everybody thinks that they're cool, but no, they're just like huge fucking losers. Oh, I said RedTube. That's not the one. That's a porn site. I'm sorry. What is it? I haven't been on the website. I did say RedTube. What's the app?
You're thinking of
Red Notes. Red Notes.
Mike said something that's on the mind, obviously.
Porn on the brain. Sorry. That's amazing. I'm glad that chatter caught that because a bunch of people would have went on like RedTube, like, oh, where's these parodies here?
No, I mean, I didn't catch it because I just wasn't listening.
Well, fair enough.
But I think most people would have been like, wait a minute, RedTube.
Oh, that's so funny. No, I wasn't thinking about porn. If I would have mentioned X Hamster or something.
Oh, that's the one for you?
That's the best one for sure.
You're all giving your money to Quebec. That's where they're all based.
Okay, Lance, we need your story now.
Oh, I don't have a story. I was just bringing up that because it went so viral. There was massive protests over the weekend in Canada, in Toronto, and Vancouver, and those were the clips. If you saw viral clips of massive pro-Trump rallies, that feature like lots of people from the Iranian diaspora, cheering Trump and stuff. That was Vancouver, Canada. That was my backyard. And then I guess the only good thing I can say from that is that the response from the left in this country was not the same response you get from the right, which was like, get out of our country, you need to leave, or anything like that. Like, it was pretty universally like, immigrants, refugees, or people who've immigrated here have every right to be citizens like anyone else. That the kind of universal. And then after that, I would be like, as a Canadian citizen, I just got to say that this is deeply embarrassing for the rest of you to be doing this. But there was, there was YMCA dances. There was thousands and thousands of people there was Israel flags everywhere. There was US flags everywhere. There was Trump costumes. They were chanting, "Thank you, Trump." That's the viral clip that went on the internet. It was.
Thank you, Trump.
Thank you for bombing our country. We love it. We love our home, and thank you for bombing. I just can't. That mentality is crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I understand not liking the government, but like. There are human beings being killed.
Desperation, but like, and I was really trying to understand, but like, I mean, the Iranian Red Crescent and multiple American media sites are reporting that 17,000 residential buildings have been hit. That's not even schools and hospitals. That's just purely residential buildings. So, like, what the fuck do you guys want to go back to? Rubble? I don't.
Yeah. It's just like, imagine if a lot of people in this country, like in this chat, I should say, let's narrow it. They don't like America, right? So let's say you were lucky enough to move to Canada or Mexico. If you saw like another government bombing the United States, would you support that because you don't like the regime? You don't like Trump? No, because you know that's going to be like your family that's getting bombed in the process. It's just, how can they not see that? That's what I'm struggling to grapple with.
Well, I mean, I think it shows you the level of white supremacy and its effects imprint on people, right?
True.
Like, I've told people when I was like a little kid, my mom's indigenous. I used to hide that from other kids at school because the kids at school were so racist towards like indigenous kids. So I would lie, right? But I'm just explaining how that works, because even as a kid, I didn't know what racism was, what white supremacy was, what structures were, but I knew the kids were saying really shitty things about one group. I didn't want to be a part of that group, so that made me hate myself, kind of thing. Like that mentality. I think that plays a big role. And then that could play a factor. Obviously, like I think people in other countries, when you immigrate to like the West, you start to be indoctrinated by the West is good. It must be, right? Because like now I have more and more benefits from or whatever is happening, or I can send money back home. So that must mean West is good. West is good also means that Western projects are good. Western projects include, supporting Israel, supporting U.S. imperialism, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well said. It's just really, it's such a sick and twisted mindset because part of it, again, like you said, it's cultural, it's a media thing. We just kind of talk casually about war. We glorify it. There's video games, there's movies where it's like super cool and fun. But, when we hear about the actual toll of war, it's talked about in this like sanitized way. Oh, there was 14 casualties or whatever. When it's like, no, those are human beings. Like each one of those people was like the universe to somebody else, and we just kind of gloss over that fact, and we don't think about how like war is it's the worst thing ever. How can you ever think it's justifiable? Because you don't like the regime, especially when you know that the people that you supposedly love are going to be potentially caught in the middle. I can't understand it, and it's not just like with the Iranian diaspora. It's Americans as well. They are so like flippant about the way they talk about war. And the media is part of the problem. We talked about before on this show when they refer to Palestinian deaths. They don't talk about it as if it's a murder, as would be the case with Israelis. It's like, oh, they were killed in a bombing or whatever. Just like very passive and casual. And it's just, we need to stop doing that. And people need to understand that war is a serious fucking thing and it's going to kill people, and people need to be able to empathize and put themselves in other people's shoes, because as much as I dislike the United States, no, I don't want another country to liberate us and bomb the fuck out of us. That'd be fucking insane. Super chats?
No, I mean I don't know what to say, because you're absolutely right. I mean, yeah.
No notes, Mike. You're right.
Thank you. So you're all going to be in my video tomorrow. I have a Leftist Mafia clip.
Oh no.
It's mostly of me because I'm just reiterating what I'm saying. So look out for that. I also want to highlight, I put out a video this week with Kowalski, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
Talks about the ecological
I
impact.
brought that up like 600 times. What the
Did they really?
About? Yeah, because they brought it up like 300 times. They were like, "Did you see what happened on the call?"
Oh, no
with
shit.
Kowalski and Mike, and I'm like, no, I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, so Kowalski was a great resource because he talks about the way that LNG is going to impact, like, fertilizer and how it's needed. And so, yeah, he talked about that, as well as the ecological impact of acid rain in Iran. Really, really good interview. Highly encourage everybody to go and watch that. I have the full interview up for patrons and YouTube members. But yeah, go check that out. It's good stuff. Kowalski crushed it.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it. Good job, Kowalski.
Alrighty. So, do we want to start?
You could go awooga, Ariana. It's okay.
Listen, I'm gonna let you have your fun with that one.
I think that's one of my favorite moments in the history of the show was your and Rebecca's reaction when Kowalski was on screen the first time.
Listen, a fine man is a fine man. Like, but then again, I don't want to like objectify him, because sorry, Kowalski, I'm talking about you like you're not here. I don't want to objectify him, because imagine if me and Rebecca and I were men and a woman came on and we're like, you know what I mean? Like, so I see the double standard and I recognize it.
I honestly don't think it's a.
Well, you're allowed to as long as we're under
double
patriarchy,
standard
right? Until we abolish patriarchy, there's no double standards. There's just people reflecting. Yeah.
I do think there was a fun and non-disturbing way that you and Rebecca did it, which made it okay. Obviously.
Yeah, you guys weren't like perverts.
Cute. Yeah, you weren't perverts.
Yeah.
It was funny and I thought it was great.
My biggest fear is being a pervert, so that was not my goal. But
no,
I
did not come off that way.
Listen, I see a fine man, I react. Like, what do you want me to do? Man's like 6'4" and like built. I'm sorry. I'm just a girl, you know.
Fair.
Honestly, it's his fault for coming on with like the shirts that he wears. Like, I you know.
Aren't those his work clothes?
Oh, now she's going into that territory.
So you think he was asking to be objectified, Ariana? Am I getting this right?
Well, you should have wanted to reveal clothes.
He's like on the farm being like,
look at Kowalski. Look at this motherfucker.
Okay, Kowalski, calm down. Like,
wait, Kowalski, are you quoting Charles Minor from The Office?
Yeah, he is.
I feel like he is. Bonus points if that's true.
Yeah, he is. We love The Office here. He was asking for it. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm being problematic.
All right, let's get to the cats. Yeah.
All right, who wants to read theirs first?
I only have 3. I could go right away if you want to pass one.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sure.
Tokyo Hands with the 1,000 yen. Thank you so much, Lance. You really need to break down the cost of the war in terms Americans can understand. They don't understand the hungry children or student loan debt or whatever. How many Nacho Bill Grandes is that? I did not calculate. I put it into Nussies and Mike was on board.
So yeah, I understood the Nussie reference completely.
Yeah, and then he said we should stop the war. It worked. I did the Lord's work. Omega Star, thank you so much for being a member with the message boop. Thank you. Looney Tunes, Lance, do you plan to stream on Easter? I don't know when day it is.
It's April 5th. It's early this year.
You better not, Lance. That's the Lord's Day.
Is that a that's on a Sunday? I'm probably not. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but if the people want it, I'll
because he observes the Lord's Day.
Yeah,
right, Lance.
Exactly. Tokyo Hands with the other 500 yen. After some research, I've calculated the war in Iran has cost 3.43 billion Nacho Bill Grandes. I hope this clarifies things for Americans. There you go, America. You can have the war or 3.43 billion Nacho Bill Grandes. Choose wisely.
Look, I fuck with Taco Bell hard. So I'll go with the Nacho Bell Grandes for sure. Make it quesaritos.
I gotta be honest. I feel like the quality of Taco Bell has gone down in recent years. I used to love Taco Bell. Now, not so much.
It depends on your Taco Bell, right? Because the Taco Bell that I used to go to all the time was awesome, but then they decided to just have like only 50% of the staff there, and so they just can't do what they used to because they didn't want to pay for labor. So the quality went down as a result, and I stopped going to Taco Bell. It's not the workers' fault; it's the owner's fault.
This is going back decades now, but for me, the fall of Taco Bell began when they stopped. This makes no sense. How do you have a Mexican food or tacos without this product? When they stopped serving salsa, I don't understand how that's a thing that you don't have.
Because they do have their hot sauce, to be fair. But yeah, I agree with you.
That's not salsa.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Taco Del Mar is great. They have great salsa and queso. Do you like Taco Del Mar?
There's none around here, or at least that I know of. There was some Moe's. You familiar with that one? And again, not super close around here, but I went to some of them. Moe's. They were good. I don't know if they're still around, but they were good and they had salsa.
I haven't eaten Taco Bell in a long time, not only because the quality went down, but because there's some really, really, really good Mexican and El Salvadoran food carts that I fuck with hard. So, I mean, why would I not go for the real thing?
I was going to say at a certain point it would need to be said, but
yeah, for sure. I haven't gotten fast food in a very, very long time. I'm not. I just don't want it to blow up my pussy. Like I'm not. It's principled also. I don't want to support them, but like that shit just fucks you up. Sorry for the visual.
No worries. Ryan Snowden 1, thank you for the $5. I love the opening montage, specifically the part where Binder is the chosen one from Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Shame they never made a sequel. Old Man in Philly, thank you for the other $5. After seeing the new Leftist Mafia drawing, you might be a natural for the next movie version of the Joker. Keep smiling. It makes the right people nervous. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
That seems like a diss. What? They said that you have the smile of the Joker?
It was a compliment insult. Is that what they're called? I appreciate it.
That's hey, listen, watch it, okay? Lance has a beautiful smile.
No, thank you. And
no homo, Lance. No homo.
Oh no! Thank fuck. Oh, that was close.
Of course.
I was worried for a second there.
They insult you all lob at us sometimes. I swear to God.
Dexter Splunky, thank you for the gift to the sub. Zachap, thank you for the raid. Everyone go to twitch.tv/Zachap. Give Zachap a follow back. Lisa's learning, thank you as well. It's Who Cares, thank you for the prime. Take it away, whoever is next.
Oh my God. I got to point this out. Chris, this is amazing. If you could put this on like one of those quotes, like with the black and white where I'm like serious, that'd be amazing. If anybody wants to do that, I'll retweet it. That'd be funny. It's more like, I don't want to eat fast food because it fucks up my pussy. Or I don't remember what I said, but like if you all want to, that'd be beautiful. Yeah. I mean, everybody, it happens to everybody. Like, I don't think it's fit for human consumption. Maybe I have a sensitive stomach, but like fast food is a motherfucker. All right. Hard-hitting issues correct.
I was like, what is the show?
God, I'm so unserious. Okay. Ariana, did you want to go next? I'll pull up your super chats. The first one I think is from Unknown, right? Is that correct? That's the first one I'm seeing for you.
Sorry, I put myself on mute.
Oh no, you're good. You're
yes,
good.
it is on Unknown. Please ask Lance about Shapiro and his eyebrows.
What is going on with that? I heard about this.
Right.
Wait,
I didn't get to watch Lance's full video yet. I only saw the first like 5 minutes and I liked it, but I didn't get to finish it.
It's really easy. I on Thursday fell for a parody account, and the parody account uploads videos of right wingers, and it doesn't label it as AI or parody. It just says like, here's a clip of Ben Shapiro talking shit about Tucker Carlson.
Okay.
And while I was watching it, I noticed that Ben Shapiro's eyebrows were enormous in the clip, and I was like, oh my God. So I took a screenshot of it and then posted it to all my socials, like somebody wanted gender affirming care, kind of thing. And then like 10 minutes later, I was just like going about my day, got back to my phone, and like 2 or 3 replies were already like, oh, this is a fake account, this isn't real. I was like, oh, okay. I deleted it and didn't think about it again. And I woke up the next morning to the Majority Report doing a news story segment on it.
Oh no!
Yeah, Kennedy was in the fun half. But then I went on and I looked at all of these like Twitter, big lefty Twitter accounts that had the screenshot that I had taken the night before and deleted. It was in the Daily Dot. It was like the big like, yeah. So that was my screenshot going over all of the internet right now.
What have you done? What have you done?
I know. So I publicly apologized. I said I shared fake news. I was wrong. Ben Shapiro did not comically enlarge his eyebrows. That is not true. And
also, wait, I don't get that either. How would that be gender affirming care? Is that a thing? Men want wide eyebrows? I didn't know that.
I mean, there's a variety of things.
I want wide eyebrows. The bigger, the more manly. It's like a beard, but for your eyes.
Are you serious? That's a thing? The wider the eyebrows, the more manly.
Oh,
you
Matt,
are?
let me just say, it's huge in the gay community. It's like,
are you being serious?
the bigger.
Are you being serious?
It's proportional to penis size. That's well known. Yeah,
I don't know what's happening in the gay community. I'm a boomer. I'm just I'm just kidding.
As far as I know, I've never heard of that before, but okay.
No, I saw, hang on, let me scoot my chair. I saw a bunch of people sharing videos of him with like comically large eyebrows, but I just thought everybody was like memeing. People actually thought he got enlarged eyebrows. That's so much funnier. For real?
Yeah,
I straight up dead ass fucking thought everybody was just joking. They actually thought, bro, his eyebrows were massive. How could they think that was real?
They were comically huge. It was what's worse is the account that did it very safely labels themselves as a parody account. It's called Parody Jeff, and there's a giant bio at the top saying, "This is satire. This is not real. I use AI to manipulate videos." Like, it could not be clearer. and still, and
Lance was like, "Oh, look at this, everyone."
Yeah, like, dunk on Ben. I got him. This is embarrassing.
That's
for you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
That really is a great story. I gotta watch your video, Lance. I saw it and I was like, oh my God. I didn't have time to finish it though.
Well, it's mostly me apologizing and being like, "This isn't real. Stop falling for fake news."
We love it. Okay. Even if the U.S. under Trump holds presidential elections, they won't honor the result, especially if a progressive like AOC wins? Question mark. Honestly, I don't know, but there are like pretty ironclad laws that you can't be a president for 3 terms. So I don't know what the logistics of it would look like, but I feel like, I don't know, unless he does like a White House takeover or something, we'll see.
I mean, they'll certainly try some sort of fuckery. It's just a matter of whether or not it's going to hold.
Right.
We'll find out, though. It's going to be a show, so grab some popcorn and maybe a diaper, because it's going to be a clencher.
No, actually. Old man in Philly, thank you so much for the $5. Hey, did you see Kowalski on Mike's show? Kind of hoping Mike remembered to give you his number. What's going on? Oh, what's going on?
I don't have Kowalski's number, and I did legitimately bring Kowalski on to talk about policy and not to try to get him to fall in love with my niece Ariana.
Chat, shocker, I actually have Kowalski's number. We're friends, okay? This is we're cool, we're good, we're friends, I promise. But no, we're cool. We talk every now and then. Any updates with your family in Iran? Honestly, no. One of my cousins was finally able to connect, and she was just like, "Hey, I'm alive. Gotta go." And I was like, "Okay."
Damn. That's good at least.
Yeah.
That's like a scary update where it's like, okay, you're alive, but you got to go. Damn, that's
Yeah, like I don't know what. Like I said, we're not really gonna know what's going on until they turn on the internet again. So we'll see. But thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Andre Morton, thank you so much for the $5. Ignore the haters. Keep speaking truth to power. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $5. Nintendo Gaming Channel, thank you so much for the $6. Last week I asked everyone favorite genres such as horror, fantasy, action, romance, not actually TV shows. Horror, fantasy. I think my favorite genre, I love propaganda. Okay, sue me. I love, like, you know, stories about FBI agents like saving a girl and then falling in love with them. Okay, I think it's peak brain rot. I also love reality too. Lance, I know you're judging me. I'm sorry. At least I'm admitting it.
I didn't say shit.
Admitting it. No, we saw your face. At least I'm admitting it. You know, at least I'm real.
Well, what kind of reality TV do you like?
90 Day Fiance.
Oh, I like that sometimes. That's really good brain rot.
You've revealed that, yeah.
Yeah. What's that guy with the who doesn't have a neck? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Ed. Pretty good.
Ed. Yeah, I watched his season. I thought that was interesting.
That's old. We're many seasons past.
I know. I haven't caught up, but I was big into it during COVID. Like during the start of COVID, I should say.
I respect brain rot. We all need brain rot. Brain rot's great.
All of the TV shows I watch are brain rot. Like, they're stupid shit. Just because I don't want to, like, when I do something that's not work, I don't want it to be work. You know what I mean? Anyways, Unknown, thank you so much for the 10 gift memberships. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Kuya Demon, thank you so much for the $5. Seeing you break fast with Mayor Mamdani and Matt Bernstein was so awesome. I hope you'll hop on to a bit fruity with Matt and bring him on TLM. Ooh, I can ask him if he wants to go.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Really?
That
you
is
guys
so
want
funny.
him?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll text him right now. I actually genuinely
He's such a legend.
Love
He
Matt
is.
so much.
Oh, yeah.
I love him so much. Like, he is such just like a sweet soul, and I very rarely say that about content creators. So if I vouch for someone like that, then you guys know he's like really good. I actually tend to not trust people that I work with, content creators. Some of them tend to have, no, you guys are fine. I trust you guys. It's just like sometimes you think someone's a leftist. No, not you guys. Sometimes you think someone's a leftist, and then they come out and they're like super liberal on some of their takes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, you know,
Ariana, I told you that in confidence, okay? That I'm a liberal.
You guys are so extreme.
I love Hillary Clinton. Seriously. She is my queen.
She is Gam Gam. She's playing.
I kid. I just feel like I don't know. I used to be mutuals with Anna Kasparian, and then she went all fucking. You know what I mean?
I feel your pain.
So was I.
Ariana, I was cool with Jimmy Dore. You don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah, when it comes to political creators,
I'm the one who brought the Illuminati on this show. Like, what are we doing here?
that's like Hunger Games.
Oh right, I forgot about
that.
Yeah.
Bro, it's Hunger Games out here. Like with political creators, like you gotta sleep with one eye open like a dolphin. Like you guys are cool, but like I don't know when you're gonna wake up and drink the Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not wrong. I actually, I've been questioning whether or not, Trump really is anti-war myself.
Yeah.
So,
he did say he was gonna bring down the gas prices, so
yeah. And if he's if he's better than the Democrats, so
at least we don't have Kamala Harris. Just kidding. I don't like Kamala Harris either. Also, did you guys see that video of Bill Clinton pushing Hillary into the street?
I did see that. I was gonna bring it up.
No.
Yeah.
Is this a real?
What?
Yeah, what is this?
Like, what the fuck? I don't know. First of all, I don't know why Hillary was dressed like Kim Jong Un. I don't.
That's how she always dresses.
She always dresses like Kim Jong Un.
I don't know. She really was Kim Jong Un in this clip though. Like, there was just something about the button down. I was like, it's giving dictator.
Is this real?
Yeah, it's real.
I need to see the video.
Apparently it's real, but I don't know nowadays. Like,
what? Let me see. I gotta try to find this. Bill Clinton pushes Hillary in Kim Jong-un outfit.
No, don't do Kim Jong-un outfit.
Oh
no, you don't put that part because that's not gonna get you anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not what I was expecting.
Like into traffic.
Hang on, I got the video.
You'll have to go through. You'll have to go through like 6 or 7 AI videos of him actually murdering her. So don't go to like the internet for this. But the real video is pretty embarrassing. It's kind of like, what is he doing?
Okay, I've not watched the full thing. I believe this is it. Hopefully, this is the real one.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh shit!
Don't do that.
Bill. He's so stupid.
Why does he walk around like he's high all the time now? Maybe he is. I don't know, but he walks around like he's
so
because he's geriatric as fuck.
Damn. I do think that her outfit kind of slays, though.
I am Bill Clinton's #1 hater. Like, I genuinely, there are so many people I hate, but Bill Clinton is just like so high up the rankings for me.
Did you watch his Epstein deposition?
I did, and I fucking hate him so much. I hate Bill Clinton.
I think I might be a bigger Bill Clinton hater than you, Ariana. Do you actually want him to die?
I'm not trying to get the FBI on my ass, bro.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
We're not starting this segment. We're not starting this segment.
No, I'm just saying, like, I want nature to take its course. That's not a threat.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do I want him to go to The Hague? Yes, 100%.
See, I actually want him to die, I think I am I get the title.
Bro, there's some shit I can't say in public. Like, you know what I mean? This stays in the group chat, dog. Like, we gotta.
I am an open group chat.
You got the fucking sunlight on you too. Like, you gotta chill.
I'm just internet. I'm obviously just kidding. I'm a huge fan of Bill Clinton.
He's Bill Clinton.
He's my favorite Epstein class person.
You don't got to be a fan of him either. You just got to not say what you're saying.
No, he's just saying he wants nature to take its course, and some people want that course to be faster.
We're joking here too.
It's basically how fast you want the course to be, right?
Yeah, I obviously.
It's
now.
PR for Mike, like every episode. Every episode, we gotta run PR for you, man. Like,
I think that everybody knows I'm kidding. I obviously don't want anybody to die unless they've committed any war crimes or done foreign interventions that led to the deaths of innocent people or cut off, any types of social safety nets that led to social murders. Otherwise, I don't want them to die.
Honestly,
So-
I hate Hillary Clinton probably a little more than Bill Clinton because for me, it's like as a woman, you watched your husband groom a 20-something-year-old intern, and instead of you're saying you're a freedom, like you're a fighter for women and women's rights, and yet you trashed Monica Lewinsky. She turned into a fucking 20-year meme. And you stayed with your husband, your weirdo pedophilic husband. Like, they're just both so weird.
Throughout all the Epstein stuff.
Like, I've been at multiple events where both Hillary and Bill have been at, and I've deliberately walked into the other room because I'm like, I don't even want to be near. Like, it's giving rancid. It's giving, like.
Did they smell
disgusting.
stinky?
Anyways,
They look like they smell like mildew. Also,
they don't. I wish they did though.
really?
Not gonna lie.
Not even Bill.
I didn't get that close to Bill, but who was I? I was close to Al Sharpton. He smelled good.
He looks like he smells good, but it's more of a I guess I'm hinting at it's more of a white
What is
people
this
thing.
conversation? What is this conversation?
Sorry, I'm just close to random people. Hassan Piker smells good. Okay, Chad, don't take this in the weird way. I just stood near him. Okay,
Does Mamdani smell as good as everyone says he smells? Because he looks like he smells really good.
He does look like he smells good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, he doesn't wear very strong cologne or anything like that, and I think that's because certain people can have sensitivities to cologne. So I don't know if you've heard this, but pilots don't wear cologne or any perfume. Stewardesses are not allowed to wear cologne or perfume. So a lot of times they tell politicians the same thing, to not wear cologne or perfume, because it can irritate the person that you're around if they are triggered by migraines and stuff like that. So actually, when he's working in like a working capacity, no, the other people like Al Sharpton and Bill and Hillary, I've seen them in like speaking gigs. So it wasn't like in a political, like I'm a servant type of work, right? So I think it's a little different. I've never met a politician on the job that smells like any kind of perfume or cologne. And I think that's just like by trade, like so they don't like irritate people around them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat's like, this is getting clipped. I hope you know.
It's a very weird conversation, and I'm glad I'm not a part of it.
I will say Trump looks like someone.
This was Binder's idea. He's been demanding we talk about political smells for so long. It's his biggest thing. Behind the scenes, it's all he talks about. When we get to talk about, he calls it the Biden effect. It's incredible. You have no idea.
If I had to guess, Trump does not wear any cologne or deodorant. He's one of those people.
I feel like I
looks
can see him
stinky.
spraying himself down with Axe though. Like
He does, but he doesn't wear deodorant. He doesn't wear cologne, but I could see the Axe thing, but he definitely doesn't wear deodorant. He just looks like he smells like BO all the time, and nobody tells him because he's Trump. So he gets like really close. He also looks like he has bad breath as well. So like the vibes are just very bad. He's always really wet and just like he seemingly stinky based on his looks. It's just the vibes are awful. Like it just is nauseating.
Is this what you wanted, Binder? Now that we're actually having it,
This is all I've been hoping for. This is exactly
truly is when it manifests itself.
Yeah.
Trump
I've been
smells
praying
like a diaper.
It's on your works.
I've been praying for the day that we talk about how people smell.
People are saying Trump smells like a diaper. He to me he looks like he smells like a colostomy bag that hasn't been changed. Mike, just be quiet. Okay, I will. Bet.
All right, back to super chats.
Okay.
I derailed the fuck out of this. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay.
You really did, but it's okay.
Okay.
10 memberships. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Unknown, thank you. Tigwick, thank you so much for the $50 Canadian. Also, Tigwick sent it to everyone who was streaming today. So thank you so much.
What? Tigwick.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Have you heard of Ari at Home freestyles music while wandering the streets of NYC? Mamdani's already cameoed. How much to get you and Binder to seek him out and spit some lefty bars? I'm down. I have to
I'd do it.
I think I have seen this.
Hold on, I have to look it up.
So I remember seeing Mamdani do a freestyle on the street.
That man has.
Wait, is that a false memory? Let me see.
What the hell is this new? Do you guys see?
Well,
that?
Mamdani used to be a rapper.
What is
That's
this new
true.
layout? I hate it. This new layout. Ugh, God, what is going on? Okay, this guy has 3.6 million followers. I don't know if I can get to him, but I can reach out for sure. I don't rap though, so that's gonna be all Matt.
Do you sing? Rebecca's a really good singer, although she's not in New York, but she would crush it.
Oh wait, he doesn't. Okay, he's not the rapper. He gets other people to rap for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm not doing this. I don't want to end up on fucking stream fails or whatever. I'm joking. We'll seek it out. I'll keep you updated. Looney Tunes, thank you so much for the $2. Ari, being a grammar cop is badass. Love you. It's really not. All the annoying kids were grammar cops, but just for the one time, you know what I mean? But thank you. I'm joking. Thanks to whoever gave me a gift to membership. Here's some monies for Ariana. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Red Fire, Blue Eyes, thank you for the $2. VMan29397, thank you so much for the $20. Ari, since you said last week you would like to learn more about Puerto Rico, I can recommend the books A National History. I have an extra copy if you want, and Two Hidden Empire. Ooh, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this. I appreciate you. I need to start the 2 books that I bought, but after that, I will definitely read. Thank you so much for the $5, V-Man. I work in NYC, so I can give you the book. Quick info. Oh, no worries. I can get it. Thank you so much. So I appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Jacqueline, thank you so much for the $2.79. Check in with Amy Goodman and keep your sanity. I love Amy Goodman.
She's a queen.
I will say, though, I was at a press conference with her, and she only got the slot for 1 question, and she kept trying to push it and ask more questions. And that did irritate me a little bit, but she was being a good journalist.
I would try to do that myself. I respect that.
She's being a good journalist. But as another
There's someone that looks like she smells good.
Doesn't smell like anything.
Really?
Yeah. Doesn't smell bad.
I would imagine a subtle, flowery lavender.
I thought I left.
No, we moved on.
I'm sorry, we did move on. I need to stop. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Hi, Kowalski. In 2015, POTUS was given the authority to stop all oil exports out of the U.S. No congressional approval needed. Enacted the price of oil U.S. Canada would drop to $70 a barrel. Everyone else $200 a barrel. It kind of sounds like what Iran is doing, except Iran is doing that with the whole world. JK. Yeah, that's crazy. I actually didn't know about that. One thing about Kowalski, he'll always come in with the history. That man is stacked. Mr. Historian from Nebraska and literally knows everything about everything. Thank you for the $10 though. Bay Photo, thank you so much for the $5. Somebody remind that inbred CTE brained pathetic excuse for Senator Tommy Tuberville as Orange Daddy loves Mamdani. I fear they don't care at this point. Rick's Americana 749, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. Tuberville, dumbass man in the Senate. I agree. I mean, he should have been fired a long time ago. He's been making statements like that for a while now, but like no one cares. Rick's Americana, thank you so much for the $2. Matt Bernstein is worthy of a follow. Check him out. Yes, he is. Actually, let me text him before I forget. Don't worry, Ariana. I'm a straight man, and I also get vapors from Kowalski. Tokyo Hans, thank you so much for the 500 yen, I think. I don't know. Or I don't know what that is. Okay, thank you for the 500 yen. I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be gay or queer to understand that Kowalski is a fine man. You know what I mean? It's just fact. Okay, chat. Everybody, thank you so much for having me. I'm gonna go and sleep. Dude, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having insane insomnia, so I'm hoping tonight's gonna be the night where my body crashes, but you know.
I hope it'll happen for you.
I know, me
Have
too.
to get some sleep.
Did you guys see that Hassan and Kneecap and all of them are gonna be going to Cuba soon?
Yeah.
I did see that.
That's crazy.
Massive respect.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm trying to get on a flotilla too. I don't know how these people get the offers. I'm a little jealous, but either way, it's really cool. Really cool that they're going on the flotillas. I hope they make it. I'm assuming they're probably gonna accept the flotillas way better than Gaza because, you know, different circumstances. But
right,
anyways.
yeah.
I love you guys so much.
You take care. Get some sleep. Take
Thank
an edible.
you.
Maybe that'll help.
I know, and I'm definitely gonna text Matt right now, and hopefully we can book him for a slot. So I will keep you guys
Nice.
updated.
That'd be awesome.
Okay. Ron
Okay.
Placona is going to come on next week as well. So keep that in mind. Maybe we could have Matt on next week at the earliest.
I like the
The week after
next
that.
week now.
Week after next week. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll
I'll
have
text
to.
him.
Okay. We'll have to touch bases. But
I
yeah,
know
awesome.
he's not like I know he's like traveling right now, so I do have to
Mm.
reach out to him and see when he's home base again. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Sounds good. Cool.
Bye guys.
Take
Love
care.
you.
Bye.
Love you too.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Matt, did you want to go first?
Sure, why not? Let me pull up my super chats. We got there's a few. Tokyo Hans with the 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much, Tokyo Hans. Costly with a super chat. Should synagogues in the US stop fundraising and recruiting for the IDF? I mean, that's an obvious. I think that goes across the board that any religious institution, any sort of place of worship should not be involving themselves in any sort of endeavor like that. I don't like when the if you go to church and the sermon gets political. I think unless it's like a general something that fits the worldview of the religion, that's fine to me. Obviously when there's a war or something and you go to church and the priests will wish for peace and think about the people who live in whatever countries are involved, I think that's obviously good. But when they get involved and say something that ascribes to some political ideology or takes a side, I think that's horrific, and that does happen a lot. So yeah, I don't think the church or synagogues or mosques should be doing anything antithetical to what religion's place should be in these situations.
And they should lose their tax exempt status too.
Yes. I think any law that's trying to be passed also to stop protest at a place of worship or religious institution is also horrific, especially when it's for events like the land sales that happen at certain synagogues in the tri-state area or anywhere really. But I'm talking about specific incidents. That's not people protesting a religion. That's people protesting what's happening. Has nothing to do with religion, that just so happens to be happening at a building where people worship, usually, but not at that moment. Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. I'm so surprised you're growing out your hair tail. I gotta get a haircut. Not because I don't like long hair, but it's losing its shape. I need to get a haircut just for that. It'll still be long, but Omega Star with a member for 4 months super chat. Free Palestine. Thank you, Omega Star. Catalyst 187 with a $10 super chat. What's good, comrades? Any tips on hardware, software setup that helped you most in running the stream like a real production? An aspiring news producer. My tip would actually be, don't overthink it. Any sort of camera or mic you have laying around, just do it. And obviously, as you grow your stream, then you could think more about getting a nice camera or audio set up for production. But this was my problem too, and so I'm telling you a lesson learned. Don't wait. What's that?
Could I add an addendum?
Yeah, please.
No, when you're done. When you're done.
I was gonna say, don't worry about perfect. Just get a webcam, get a mic, whatever you can afford, and just do it. And then worry about upping the production quality as you grow.
For when you're trying to stream, you'll probably be tempted to use a lot of streamer software because it's way easier to learn how to use. Like Streamlabs OBS is way easier than just OBS. But my biggest recommendation would be to learn how to use open source software like OBS because it runs infinitely faster. Open source is just badass in general and aligns with a lot of leftist values. And also, it'll teach you how to stream without you ever having to worry about paying third parties. So you don't have to pay a monthly fee to have like pop-ups or shit like that. So learn how to use just the open source OBS on its own.
It's a great tip. Carrie Shaw 4,500 with a $20 super chat. The sketch of all of you is great. It looks like you are all in the cast of a Clue movie revival. I like that. Old Man in Philly with a super chat. Excellent choice of guests tonight. Always good to learn about how the war against the poor and working class plays out everywhere. Thanks. Yes. And that's a great way to put it. Tokyo Hans with 200 yen. Add this episode to the end of year best of. Oh, great to hear that you liked it that much. Tigwick. Tigwick. Wow. A $50. I know it's Canadian, but $50 is still $50. Tigwick plays games. Says, all right. Since you're a wrestling guy, I have to assume you're a heel in the graphic novel. I bought a copy, so I guess I'll find out. Really cool to see Jim on the show again and see your drawn faces. Ooh, I wonder. Well, if I'm a heel though in that graphic novel, that means I'm on the side of Billionaires. So I don't know if I want to be the heel in this one. Another $50 super chat, also Canadian, also that's fine, but The Last Disciple, thank you so much. Documentary critical of cryptocurrency from actor Ben McKenzie. Not sure if it's hit your desk yet, but seemed up your alley. It's called Everyone is Lying to You for Money. Trailer out now, April 17th in theaters, on brand for Scam Economy, I think. I will. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning. Oh God, I guess it's getting late. I will have to check that out. Thank you so much for getting it on my radar. Like I think a lot of you know that I've been a little bit disconnected lately. Not usually on top of things like I am. But so I did not realize. I think I heard of it, but I did not realize it's coming out so soon. Thank you so much. Joshua Keller 634 with the super chat. Propagandy's Haley Salace. Up Your Redacted is even better today than when it came out over 30 years ago. Same with Tehran from The Offspring. Tigwick again with 25 Canadian dollars. Tigwick, thank you so much.
Tigwick, my goodness.
This one's for your dad, Bud. I lost my dad in 2009, so my heart goes out to you and the family. Here's to him making a full recovery. Tigwick, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for your loss. It's I can imagine how rough it is, and it sucks that everyone eventually has to go through it. And I really appreciate you saying those kind words. I appreciate it. And that's it for me. Hold on, let me check Twitch really quick. Oh, I got to thank Lux Progressive and Actual Jake, both Twitch streamers. Rated me today. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
All right. Well, I have a couple here. Thank you, Tyler, for being a member for 38 months. That is incredible. King of the Viltrumites says, I supported my barber to Sudan. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. They took the man who lines me up once a month from me. This is the final straw. Earth shall face Thrag's wrath. Damn, that really is sad, though. I'm sorry. Like, to know that, somebody who you knew was just straight up just had their life destroyed. That's a lot to deal with. I'm really sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Tony Rizzo says, 6 weeks until I flee the Christo-fascist state of Texas to become an Oregonian. Hey, that's fucking amazing. I skipped the OMSI on my visit, but fell in love with Portland all the same. Can't wait to see your tight five at an open mic. Well, hey, I'm really happy for you, Tony. That's really, really cool to hear. You can catch OMSI anytime. They always have some cool exhibit going on. But hey, I'm glad that you fell in love with the city and you're going to be getting out of Texas. That's a big upgrade. Fuggy says, please, at the start of your stream, mention you have until midnight to give to Kat so she can spend on ads. I'm in Canada, can't give. Well, the start of the stream has passed, but for anybody still watching and not viewing on the VOD, give to Kat. Or dog if you prefer. You know, I'm more of a dog. I'm just kidding. Kat Abugazeli. Yeah, I'm a boomer. I had to. Marjorie Taylor Black. That name is amazing.
That's pretty good.
That's good. Really, that caught me off guard.
I like that.
That caught me off guard.
Taylor Black.
Why does it appear like liberals never discuss real things? Regulations, mission creep, bureaucracy, failing programs from regulations, political fraud. I think it's because they don't really have any real beliefs. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to pathologize liberals, but just liberals to me, and like the worst kind of liberal, they only like have more of a knee-jerk negative partisan response, but they don't have like any real core beliefs. They have a sense that, you know, Republicans are bad, therefore, you know, anytime a Republican does something, it's more like partisan and less like, oh, I genuinely believe in, you know, making the world a better place. I have this particular philosophy and ideology because I read theory. That's the sense that I get, but I don't think that that's true for all of them. It's a little bit uncharitable for me to say that, but I don't know. I think that it would be nice to see liberals be more consistent, but at the same time, you know, we got to try to win them over. I will say, you know, I am more hopeful lately. Jennifer Welch was a huge lib, and now she's extremely left wing. So I don't think it's a hopeless cause. Most of us were liberals at some point. You know, when I started the program back in 2015, I was a sock dem. So, you know, we just got to keep working on it, and we got to do more propaganda. I think that's the ticket.
What are you now?
I
was like, what are you now? Maoist?
Now I would probably be if I had to guess what would be the most politically correct way to describe my ideology, I'd probably say libertarian socialist. But privately, a little more left than that. I'm hiding my power level. Sage and Candle says, local media ran an article on sugar changes to Snap. The comments from my neighbors were disgusting. They cut mine $80. They get steak and lobster. Yeah. Anytime you see an article about that, it's always really disheartening to see what, oh, hi, Kitty. You just took my chair. It's really disheartening to see what people say, because it doesn't really matter what class they're in. They will often say some really fucked up shit about, you know, working class people that have to rely on food stamps. It's very demoralizing. I remember, like, even when I was working at like retail, my coworkers would be like, dude, fuck people on welfare, because, you know, we're working and, you know, we pay our taxes, but they just get to live like, you know, kings and queens. When it's like, bro, I'm working here with you and I'm on food stamps. Like, it's just, so yeah, I'm with you. It's very. It
was like that song that was really popular on the right by that guy who was talking about how, you know, the man's getting you down and they're taking all your stuff to give to people to eat fudge rounds or something like that.
Oh, God.
And it starts out so good, where it's just like, you know, the working man, like, you know, getting all down, and then all of a sudden it's like,
the problem is the poor. The problem is the poor.
People on welfare, what? They have it bad too. Like, they're not stealing your hard-earned dollars.
The billionaires are on our side. The problem is the poor.
Yeah.
That's what people think. It's heartbreaking to know that so many people have like fed into class warfare against themselves. User Elijah says the HR and Kowalski collab was 100%. Please share channel. Well, I'm glad that everybody really liked it. Yeah, Kowalski was very insightful. So definitely watch that and check out Kowalski's channel too. Unknown says, will it be available for other countries? So this is in regard to fuck billionaires. I actually don't know. That would have been a good question to ask.
I'm going to buy it tonight so I can tell you if it's available in Canada to ship.
There we go. Yeah, maybe try to order it too. Somebody says the kitty is mogging me. She is mogging me.
You mogged.
V-Man says, proud to report that Israel has been eliminated from the WBC by the Dominican Republic. The internet has had a field day mocking them. The best joke was this loss was promised to them 3,000 years ago.
I saw the graphics. They were really funny. So this is the World Baseball Classic. and the team Israel was eliminated from this baseball tournament, and the graphics for these was just like Israel has been eliminated. It's just like, oh, okay. Here, let me see if I can find one. It's really funny. They're just really funny because it looks over the
That's
top.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, here it is. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it in the oh, where is it? Hold on. All right, here it is.
Did you drop it in the chat?
I'm dropping it in the chat now. Where is it? Here we go. All right, pull it up.
Stop. My kitty is harassing me. She's slapping me. Hang on. Oh, shit.
Just saying in my chat that you're fur maxing.
I am fur maxing. Israel eliminated.
This is the graphic they uploaded.
What are the likes? It's almost at 100,000 likes. Oh my god! Oh no, that's just a comment.
Straight to the comments.
Yeah, all those comments got like 100,000 likes per comment. That's wild.
This is so funny. Inshallah, it has been done, bro. What are these?
Wow.
This is amazing.
Minions memes, are you kidding me? Boomers are getting in on this. They migrated from Facebook for the day. We're taking the journey. Unleash the minion memes.
That's amazing. Damn. That's so good. Wow. Thanks for sharing that. That was amazing.
It reminded me of that Olympics moment from the last Summer Olympics where that like young guy was watching the Team Israel play, and the interviewer asks him outside like what he's thought of the game so far, and he's like, Israel has not been bad. Israel's not been bad. And then some Israeli guy walks by and goes, no politics here. No politics here. And the guy's like, no, I think Israel's been doing okay. But the guy keeps yelling at him, no politics here. So the kid all of a sudden just goes, free Palestine, free.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite clips. He gets radicalized in like under a minute. He's like, oh, they did pretty good.
That's amazing, though. Thank you for sharing that, B-Man. Omega Star says 4 months. Let's go. Yes, thank you so much. Remember, for 4 months. That's amazing. Looney Tune says Trump's little quote celebration of women, if you can call it one, was completely sad and pathetic. It was all about him being a transphobe. Oh, well, color me surprised. That's all he could think of in terms of like his advocacy for women. It's like, I am a transphobe. You're welcome, women. Am I not your savior? Like it's so wild to me. The Octo Wolf
thing happened where they give him medals, like he got people to like show up and like coaches and stuff and be like, thank you so much for protecting women's sports, here's your medal. Like they did that whole ceremony. It was so ridiculous.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We live in a parody of reality. Octowolf says, I'm writing a fictional book about the war on Iran. Wow, good for you. Good for you. Writing is very good for your brain, and if it's good, then it's good for other people's brains. So nice. Good for you. I need to get back to writing. Forrest Dudley says, Mike, you all should do a Mafia-style photo shoot as a merch fundraiser. That would be fun. I've never done a photo shoot before, although I don't have an actual suit. I don't own one, so I'd have to rent one. I wouldn't buy one because, after the photo shoot. But yeah, that'd be fun. I'm overthinking.
Y'all have Valley Villages in the U.S., don't you? That's like when I was in. Yeah, when I was in
or at least
college,
we used to.
I bought all my suits, just used.
Yeah, Yeah, Goodwill. Goodwill. That's the way to do it. I did have a blazer that I got from Goodwill when I first started the show, but then it got destroyed by cat hair because my kitty decided it was going to be a blanket, and I just gave up that fight. That was before I had a closet to like hang stuff in. Okay, Penelope says, I signed onto Jim's Kickstarter when I saw him on Doomed. Can't wait for my copy.
Oh, nice.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's a good year for media. Even though things are bad, we've got Project Hail Mary, we've got GTA 6, we've got Fuck Billionaires. Like, I'm legitimately excited. Cartoon says, what chances will Save America Act pass Senate? I'm not sure. I hope it doesn't. I know that John Cornyn flipped on the filibuster because he's trying to get Trump's endorsement against Ken Paxton. I really hope it doesn't pass. As far as I know, Jim Thune is going to put it up to like a failed vote so that way they stop nagging him about it because he doesn't want to get rid of the filibuster, even reform it so it's a talking filibuster. I don't know. I really hope that it fails because if that were to pass, that would be really, really bad. I mean, there would be legal challenges because it's pretty blatantly unconstitutional, but it would probably pass those challenges because, you know, our court system. Hi, Chico.
He's here for some butt scratches.
Oh, gotta love the butt scratches. Tigwick, thank you. You gave everybody $50. That's crazy. Tigwick, you are so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. What are you playing lately, Mike? Slay the Spire 2 released into early access on Steam, and I'm having a blast. I heard that was super fun. I haven't tried out Slay the Spire, so I am playing Pacopia, actually. I finished Resident Evil 9 and went straight to Pacopia. Somebody referred to this as like the Barbenheimer for gamers because they're playing like Resident Evil and Pacopia.
That's really good.
Yeah, but Pacopia is really addicting. It's basically my new Animal Crossing. I love it. Resident Evil was fun, so I feel like I'm getting some good games lately. We're eating good. Crimson Desert comes out in a week. I'm looking forward to seeing if it is as good as it looks. So, yeah, I'll be playing that after I'm done with Pacopia in a long time, presumably, because I'm going to be playing this for a really long time. Cartoon says, thoughts on PlayStation deciding to leave PC gaming for their single-player games? I was waiting for Ghost of Yotei on PC, but I might just get it on PS5. Yeah, I'm really disappointed because I primarily play on PC, and I liked to buy on PC, but yeah, it just is it's gonna close off people to the PlayStation ecosystem because they want them to buy PlayStations, but yeah, if I can't wait, then sometimes I'll just buy it on PC or on PlayStation. Like, that's what I did for Ghost of Yotei because I really wanted to play that right away. But yeah, I think it sucks. I like that more people are able to have access to PlayStation games. I like having them on PC just because, like, my Steam library has been with me since I've been a teenager, and it's nice to have that. Whereas, PlayStations, they come and go. You sell them. You get new ones. It's nice to just always have your games in one place. So I'm not happy with it, but it's not, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Anti-consumer, but like, that's just like reality right now. Octawolf says, to clarify the negative impact and outcomes. Oh, your book. Okay, yeah. I figured. Action F. and Jackson says, Malcolm Nance's podcast has been very informative in what the news isn't telling you. He had a fascinating episode on mines and what we're really losing. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll check that out. I haven't listened to his podcast. Old Man in Philly says, how much time next week is spent verifying your content? I've done 2 7-minute rants in 2 weeks, and the time verifying content was over 2 hours each for me. So it really, in terms of verify, do you mean like just fact checking stuff that you talk about? It depends. So if I am doing like a very dense news story, then it takes me a very, very long time. Like if I'm talking about very specific things like Iran war, I basically verify it as I go. I just I'll look at something, I'll double check it, and I'll make sure that there's more than one source to it, or it's an authoritative source that's talking about it. But it can take a long time. But thankfully, if I fuck up in editing, it can be caught. But sometimes, it makes it past that, like my video with Professor Chang last week that I had to take down. So it's, you do the best that you can. But, you're on mute, Lance.
Oh, I was sorry. I was just saying that was very good timing on your part because you took that video down before the world kind of really learned who he was, and now everyone's like, "Oh, that's wild."
Yeah, live and learn, right? But yeah, you kind of do what you can. You have go-to you have go-to figures that you kind of learn to trust over the years, and sources that you learn to trust. But you just got to double check everything because it's very easy to get misled, but it takes a very long time. Usually, most videos that I do take at least like 8 hours to put together fully, because most of the time I'm just like researching what the fuck I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, and trying to figure out like what's the best way to present it. Should I bring in a video? Is an article a better way to like? It's exhausting, but it's a job, so could be worse. Susan, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Appreciate that. Lizzie Bennett says or asks, what are the links of the Chinese parodying Mango Mussolini? I'm not really sure. I just saw people repost them on Twitter, but if you can get into the algorithm of like Chinese TikTokers, some of them are genuinely hilarious. Like one of them is I featured one of them in my videos. It was about like Chinese TikTokers react to Donald Trump or something like that. And his name is Wang. I can't remember his last name, but he is funny as fuck. Like he just takes MAGA to task and shits on them relentlessly, and he is hilarious. So if you can watch some of his videos, and it might recommend other like Chinese commentators on American politics, they are so fucking on point, and some of them are so hilarious. That's your instructions to get to the algorithm of your choosing. Otherwise, I don't have any direct links, unfortunately. Koya Demon, thank you for the 10, says, got my white coat this past weekend for dental school. Hell yeah, man. We get coded halfway through our dental school time. Wanted to say thanks for the show again for getting me to this point since the beginning. I'm so happy for you. That's really, really awesome, man. Good for you. That's quite the achievement. So that's incredible. ABS says, hey, Mike, you hear about Republicans building bunkers. Also, have you seen Trump's neck rash? Is it herpes, gonorrhea, or untreated syphilis? Why would I know about that? No, I on a serious note, I've seen his neck rash. If it like goes into his necklace, that's going to be a disaster because he's going to be itching his necklace. His labia is going to be all inflamed. It's going to be really bad. So, I hope it happens. Anyways, I did hear about the bunker story. It basically, there's this like fundamentalist dude who builds bunkers for rich people, and I think it was a Guardian article. I didn't talk about this in a video, but like I just read it, and apparently his business is booming since the war in Iran started, and some of his clients are Trump cronies who are building doomsday bunkers, which is a little alarming, to be honest. But yeah, I have heard about that story. We're living in real life Fallout, I guess. Tropical Ding Dong says Kowalski is very handsome and has pretty eyes, and you, Mike, we all see the effort you put in. Thanks. You could read that as one of two ways. Mike, well, you're making an effort. Or it's like, Mike, I see the effort you put. Like it could, but thank you. I think. Thank you.
Text. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate the compliment for Kowalski at least, and the compliment towards me ? It's all in the beard, baby. All the effort. Canadian Goose. Hey gang, typing this at the very start of the program, so I don't know what you all have talked about. Have you seen the Lego propaganda video Iran State Media released? The Independent has a YouTube video on it. I did. I saw that. I also saw the Inside Out parody that they released of Donald Trump. Bro. They're cooking him. It's crazy that all these countries are just like putting out AI videos responding to each other.
Yeah, that was a wild day. The AI slop wars were basically like the last 48 hours or so. The Chinese embassy put out one, and then I saw the other ones too. That's
The bald eagle, and like crazy
Gauge.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Elude says, thank you. Half Mexican, half Salvadorian here. I hate beans, but I love Mexican tamales and pupusas. And yes, Mexican tamales are better, LOL. Oh, that's why. Yeah. So the Salvadoran cart that I go to is delicious. I will say I haven't tried their tamales. So I can't say whether or not El Salvadoran tamales are better than Mexican tamales, but if you can find you an abuela that makes authentic tamales, Lord Jesus, it'll change your life. It's so fucking good. I have yet to find a food cart or a restaurant that makes tamales as good as this abuela I know. She fucking crushes it. So, yeah. I love tamales. You're making me hungry now, damn it. Okay. Kowalski says, and thank you, Kowalski. The new gas prices is roughly costing $1 billion extra per day in the States alone. With the boats getting hit in the Persian Gulf, the disruptions will take till December to fix if it stops now. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Oh my god, it's such a disaster in so many ways. I try to not think about it because it's so easy to spiral. Thank you for that information, Kowalski, by the way. Tokyo Hans, member for 25 months. Thank you so much. Oh, somebody in chat says I'm Mexican American. I don't like American Mexican food. I like food my relatives make in Mexico, though. Oh, yeah, of course. American Mexican is good, but it pales in comparison to like authentic Mexican food. Nothing will ever even come close to that. Not even, no, it's not even a contest. Fuggy Bootling says, Mike, who you liking on S50? Season 50, first season I've watched since season 40. Know nothing about Emily, but I like her. Siri is a beast. Aubrey, Chrissy Devons, Christian, also fuck the anti-Semitic stuff. What are we talking about? Season 50. Are we talking about... My instinct is One Piece, but I don't think there's 50 seasons. Okay. Survivor, because Siri. Okay, no Siri from Trader. Okay. I'm caught up now. I was so lost. Survivor. Okay, I have not watched Survivor. I haven't seen Survivor in a really long time, actually. I watched like a couple of episodes of a season a few years ago, and I just kind of stopped watching it. So unfortunately, I can't contribute to this. I'm sorry. I know I will say I did see a trailer because I do watch Big Brother, and so my social media feed is like the Survivor Big Brother people, and I did see that they were all shitting on the trailer for season 50 because they brought Mr. Beast on Survivor for a challenge, and some dude was like, "Oh, I gotta find the Jimmy Fallon idol," and it was so cringeworthy. So I might have to like go back and watch this season just to see how bad it actually is. I don't have a Paramount Plus. It is Paramount, right? Or is it I don't know. I don't have the subscription that has it right now, but I might have to try to like see if I could watch that because it just looks so bad it might be good. Although I do like Siri. Like she is genuinely a very masterful strategic person. Lance, are you watching Survivor season 50?
I don't watch Survivor. I don't think I've seen it since like the first 2 or 3 seasons when it was a cultural phenomenon, and then I haven't watched it since. I have a friend who's watched every episode, and like we used to make fun of him for it all the time. And all he does is have watch parties with all women, and all of us are like, oh, we were all so stupid for years. It's like him and 20 women.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
So this person, I figured out this was Survivor. I was automatically assuming One Piece because season 50, it has to be like One Piece because it has like 1,200 episodes. It's Survivor, but I'm not watching it, but I watched a trailer and they apparently, a lot of like the Survivor diehards and some of the alum were shitting on it because they brought in Mr. Beast for a challenge. And you're gonna love this, Lance. One of the survivors, like this was in the trailer, was like, I gotta find the Jimmy Fallon idol or some shit like that. Like they're bringing in celebrities, and Jimmy Fallon was one of them. It's so funny. Bay Photo says, Mike, just be quiet. You don't want Cash Patel and his agents at your door. That'd be weird. Really weird. That's true. I will take your advice, Bay Photo. I need to, I just I don't really have that much of a filter. I kind of just say what I'm thinking. And I need to actually develop a filter now of all times, because it's not good to just let your freak flag fly, especially during this age when they're censoring people on the internet. I do have an internal monologue, but it always tells me to go. Because some people who don't have internal monologues are they don't have filters, but I do have that. I do have an internal monologue, and it's like, bro, just say it. So yeah, it's a struggle. Fuggy says, Mike, have you ever seen Amy Goodman interview with Bill Clinton in 2000 that was supposed to be 3 minutes and turned into 20 minutes? Legend. That's my energy right there. There's no way I can do an interview for 3 minutes. It'd have to be at least 20 minutes. So I really respect that, because I could not shut the fuck up. Red Fire Blue Ice says, love your new set. Thank you. Did Kat respond to invite? I think I forgot to invite her. I know I didn't. I don't know if I said I was, but I forgot. I'm so sorry. Kowalski.
Is this for me?
Oh,
sorry.
I was just going to ask. Ariana invited her, by the way. I think she's just too busy.
Oh, Ariana did. Okay, I'm blanking. Thank you, Lance.
Kowalski with a $10 super chat. Amazes me whenever I have a face reveal I hear younger than I thought a lot. The first time I was on camera on the online left was Doomed in 2021. Oh, I always appreciated the opportunity from you all. Oh, why thank you, Kowalski.
Lizzie Bennett says, so in your opinion, what's the difference between libertarian socialist and a Dem socialist? So a libertarian socialist is probably going to be more like an emphasis, generally speaking, on bigger government for social safety net, but small government when it comes to liberty, civil rights, and stuff like that. So basically maximizing freedom as much as you can. A Dem socialist is going to be, I always mix these up. There's Soc Dem and then Dem Soc, right? So a Dem socialist is somebody that is post-capitalist, whereas a Soc Dem is somebody that wants more of a mixed economy. So they're liberal. But the democratic socialists, it kind of seems like that term has been watered down. A democratic socialist just genuinely believes in more social safety nets. But if we're going with the original understanding, it's somebody who's anti-capitalist, the start of the left. And I'm not opposed to democratic socialist as a label. It's just that I think that libertarian socialist kind of speaks to my other views that I have that are more libertarian in nature, like freedom from government interfering in our lives, even if we want to make bad decisions. I believe in drug legalization. I believe in death with dignity. I'm an Oregonian, so that's obvious. Things like that, right? Also, no censorship on the internet. Let's keep Section 230. So and this is an oversimplification, but that's why I kind of identify more with libertarian socialist. Having said that, though, it's probably not the best descriptor for me, but I don't really I don't think too much about specifically what box I fall into. I'm just anti-capitalist, and I'm for whatever is going to get us there. If communists are the ones who are able to succeed at some point in the United States, cool. If it's anarchists, I'm fine with that too. I'm just anti-capitalist explicitly. That's kind of just being anti-capitalist is my my main political orientation, I would say, if I really had to reduce it down to one simple thing. The Bay Photo says you're forgetting.
Oh, that's for me.
Oh, sorry.
Member for 32 months, super chat from Bay Photo. You're forgetting the part at the end when the no politic guy's wife started yelling, "Fuck you, fuck you." Yes, I remember that. It's a great clip.
Okay, let me. I got a couple.
I got one more from
go ahead.
Fly Chomper Fly. If
Fly
you see
Chomper
that one.
Fly. There we go.
Liberals are just the other team. Please watch Rollerball 1975 version. Right, a few more. Let's do this.
I got a couple other ones if you want me to read them quickly, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Pickle Surprise 69. Thank you for the $5 solution for wealth inequality. Neuter billionaires. Got billions, get snipped. What do you think? Geld the rich could probably kick off. I don't know. You already got a slogan. Jacqueline Leitch 750, thank you very much. Or Lich 750, thank you for the 69. Talk more often about your Indigenous experiences, please. We all need to hear about them more often. I appreciate that. I will put in effort, but also follow Indigenous creators. A good one on Twitch is Dark Native, spelt with an 8, so it's 8V. Really good content creator, talks a lot about these issues on a very regular basis too. And Prairie Fire Neb, I got my Kowalski, y'all. Is there much chatter in Canada about the upcoming NAFTA negotiations? It sounds like Trump wants to go to bilateral trade, but I feel like Canada would want to stay in Mexico to negotiate together. The quickest answer to that is just that Mark Carney sees Canada as an asset and will most likely negotiate for whichever way he feels will get him the best business opportunities to exploit Canada as, like I said, an asset. Right now, Trump is a very unsafe bet, so he's probably trying to look for alternatives. But I mean, at any given time, if Trump launches a war with Iran, Carney's waiting for the scraps. So we're a very sad vassal state, and that's how we operate ourselves. So I can say that sucks that y'all are going to war, but then we're willing to do whatever the country wants after. And also thank you to Tigwit for a gifted sub and Political Poppy for resubscribing. Appreciate you. Go ahead. I'm out again.
Did you have any more, Matt?
I think that's it from me.
Okay, well, I just have a couple more here. Give me 1 second. I'm just posting the timestamps so people who watch the VOD are able to fast forward or whatever. Okay, so I got one from Kowalski, another one from Kowalski. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on, Mike. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming on. Hopefully I will be on the Surfs, Ariana, and Rebecca shows one day, and I captured David. He is a terrible tractor operator, by the way. Seems unwilling to talk agriculture. I don't know. Oh, that's where he went. Okay, that explains it. Just make sure you feed him and give him some video games. He's gotta have his food in his video games. Some dino nuggies. Kathy says, love you all so much. Thank you. Love you too. The Hillary jokes are talking about how people smell is laughs I didn't know I need. Well, I'm glad that you took enjoyment out of my ADHD brain going on some fucking tangent. I really derail shit and I need to stop. I am aware of it though. I'm trying. Why Postian says, is it fair to blame non-voters for Trump's win? No, I wouldn't blame Trump voters or non-voters for Trump's win. I would blame Trump voters, but non-voters, no, not necessarily, because a lot of them are not even following it, or they're checked out and dejected and don't even want to participate. So, well, I would appreciate them to vote.
We should also talk about how the DNC analysis or their own reports came back showing and verifying what the left had been saying the whole time.
Right.
It was the policies on Palestine and the genocide of Palestinians that turned a lot of people off from voting at all. That's on the Democrats.
Yeah, that's a great. I'm glad you brought that up. 1,000%. Yeah. Tokyo Han says, do you have any information if the bunker guy has any relation to the guy that built a sub for billionaire tourists? How do I invest? Oh, I hope so. I don't think so, but that'd be a nice thought, right? They range from, I believe, $20,000. That's the cheapest, and it's like a little cracker box, to $5 million, where you can get a bunker that has a bunch of shit, like luxury swimming pools, gyms, stuff like that. Fuggy says BP and Kyle got caught on Jiang too. F that guy. He got on a lot of people's radars because he just came out of nowhere, and his analysis of Iran was actually pretty legitimate. You can, again, when I did my video of him, I was bolstering the points he was making about Iran with articles. It's just that if you deviate outside of Iran even a teeny tiny bit, he goes off in cuckoo land. And I think a lot of leftists are finding that out. I think that he's appealing because, one, he's a great speaker. I think he's really compelling. I like his presentations. The way he like explains things is interesting, and also the perspective of somebody who's like not in mainstream media is also appealing. But like, god damn, he has some fucking thoughts on some crazy shit.
Don't ask him about OnlyFans. That's all.
Don't ask him about fucking OnlyFans. He has some real strong opinions on that.
That's where data goes out the window. All right. He starts goon gesturing or whatever the fuck it's called and fully fails.
Yeah. Somebody made the comparison to Jordan Peterson. And I think that's probably pretty apt. He's a lot more intelligent than Jordan Peterson. Just when he's talking about, because like Jordan Peterson, he pulled a lot of terms out of his ass, right? Cultural Marxism and whatnot. He'd say these weird fucking use language like that. And like when it gets down to it, like Jiang has some pretty interesting geopolitical analyses, but like it's just he can't stay focused on that. He has to go into Cuckooville and be like, well, see, this is why the Illuminati is coming in, and like it's just, bro, you got to keep the fucking wheels on the track, otherwise you go straight off. It's crazy. Red Baron says, not even in the USA, but this war Trump started is really messing me up mentally. I'm at 339. Revolutions are started for far less. Yeah, I feel that's one thing that I always feel the most terrible about is that, you know, as Americans, even though I didn't vote for Donald Trump, I still feel like, you know, this is my country. So we all reap what we sow collectively. But like if you're in a different country, you had zero say whatsoever. So I genuinely feel bad for people who could not vote, because like everybody should have a say. Like, you know what? I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to take it to the maximalist. I feel like everybody in the world should have a say in our elections, just because we kind of like function as the world police, right? Like we're acting like we're the world's police. We do whatever the fuck we want, and yet nobody has a say over a government that's going to affect them. I feel like that's wrong. Like we need to rethink, you know, the global system and just the state, generally speaking, because I don't think that's right. I think that what happens in our country should affect us. Like if we're gonna, you know, do shitty things, we should suffer the consequences, not everybody else. Like look at the like fucking Lance, Canada. Like they're getting bullied by this dipshit. Like they have to deal with so much nonsense, and I just feel terrible.
To be fair, Canada's for the most part a pretty active participant. It's all that talk like we're off the menu as soon as like, you know, y'all started bombing Iran. It was immediately like Mark Carney is like, oh yeah, we are here for the end of the Iranian regime and the fall of the nuclear, like all that shit. I was like, oh yeah, he's just ready to get right back to it.
So sad. But we also export stupidity, right? We influence so much politics, like the Maple MAGA movement. Like I get that Canadians gave us Drake and Justin Bieber, but this was not a proportional response. Electing Donald Trump was not a way to exact revenge.
Hey, we also gave you The Weeknd and Deadmau5. Okay, there's some decent artists.
Touche.
Beam's music is fine, to be fair. He's just a bit of a religious fanatic.
Yeah. Okay, I have just a couple more. Sorry, guys, almost done. Freakadelic says, rate this tactic. Tim Pool says to guest, let's say someone believes X. They say, well, let's say that person is Tim Pool. Not saying that it is, but let's just say it is. He's wrong, dumb, cuz. I mean, that's the Tim Pool tactic in a nutshell. You know, you take a hypothetical because you don't actually have facts, and you present the hypothetical as if it were a fact, and you argue based on that because that's the territory that you want them in, because your opponent is less positioned to defend it since it's fake. That's the clever debate bro strategy. Womanish thing, says, do you think an ever-present current of patriotism and democracy U.S. socialist spaces turns off younger leftists from engaging? Do you think an ever-present current of patriotism and democracy in U.S. socialist spaces?
Like if you see a lefty with an American flag in the background kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely, I think that would definitely turn them off. I don't really see that, to be fair. I do see that with liberals. Like if you go to like any of the No Kings rallies, you're going to see a fuck ton of American flags. It's mostly an older phenomenon based on what I see. Younger people, like millennials down, even some Gen Xers, they're really not patriotic, and a lot of millennials are like they oppose nationalism and patriotism. So, but to your question, yeah, I think that if you would walk into a socialist event and you see a bunch of American flags, it would be kind of a red flag, because if you want to be a socialist, you have to have international solidarity. You can't see United States, socialists as better. You have to see them as part of a broader struggle. And so, you have to try to get rid of this idea that there's something special about the United States and our country, because I think that really fundamentally keeps you from having global class solidarity. And last but not least, Fuggy Bootling says, seriously, Amy G interviewing Bill G. Please see it. I'll try to remember to look that up. Okay, well, that's all that I have. I don't have anything on Twitch, but yeah.
I'm going to read Pixel Smixel if you want to join me.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
And thank you to Old Grease for the last second $2 dono and the Bay photo for the $4.99. Saw some jokes earlier that all America needs to know is Mr. Beast to survive the Strait of Hormuz and win $1 million challenge. I saw that too. I made a thumbnail for it. It's really funny. Thank you to all the mods.
Pixel Mixel.
Pixel Smixel. Actually spelled all like it sounds.
All right, I'm going to hit that start raid button. What a great show. This was a really good episode.
This was great.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, Lance, your camera went off.
That's okay. I'm raiding out. We're all good. I'll see you guys next week.
All right. Have a good night.
Peace. Take care, everybody.
I'm pressing that raid button.
Same.